Yeah, but I did my hair, so I can't really.
Listen, I told you, redheads is my weakness. I love that
recording.
shit.
That's weird.
Oh, damn.
All right, Junior, what the hell are you drinking?
Oh, I'm drinking a lot of shit. All right, so I got a bottle of sake in front of me that I'm like pouring little tidbits into this cup, by the way, to like, flavor it a little bit.
That's disgusting.
And then I'm drinking Ciroc pineapple with this watermelon Arizona, and it is just a bunch of tropical flavors.
Jesus. So
delicious.
Al's got his favorite again.
Oh yeah, I'm here with the sweet strawberry Gallo family wine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Slowly becoming a wino.
Telling you for $9, but
my dad likes wine. I appreciate it.
I have no one did this shit. This is liqueur. It's Boucher, Regis Raspberry Sour. So schnapps. And well, hey, Junior,
he's always buying weird names on his fucking liquor. Like he never buys an ordinary bottle of liquor.
No.
It's like Captain Morgan. No. It's like Saveca exclusive. No. But he gets Rex Goliath, the legend.
The Rex Goliath. I'm still laughing about that.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like,
I swear to God, I gotta try this.
The whole idea of Rex Goliath. See, we had a couple of jokes with Rex Goliath. Special guest, my best friend / future wife / future baby mother sitting next to me. What's going on with you?
It's like a massive sour Jolly Rancher.
Yeah,
it tastes like this is sour,
like a warhead.
Is it like
Goddamn right?
Where's the other one? The green apple one.
Mr. Boston. Yeah. No, it's same thing. This is sweet. Yeah, it's not alcoholic, but just like it's.
You're also supposed to mix that.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't care. He just drinks whatever.
It could be rubbing alcohol.
You're not gonna tell a drunk how to drink. Do not show me how to get drunk.
You ever tell your friend about the Canadian LT?
Oh my God. Okay.
I gotta find that bottle down here.
Before I tell my friend anything, I'm gonna introduce my friend. Sitting next to me is this beautiful individual. She is my best friend / future wife / future baby mother.
That is not an exaggeration, fellas.
That is definitely not an exaggeration.
Look at this bottle.
Damn right. Oh, okay.
Well, thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna introduce to you something, best friend. Okay. this thing right
Whatever
here.
This looks dangerous.
It is. It is extremely dangerous. It's like fucking kerosene. All right. It's called Canadian LTD whiskey.
That was the first podcast.
Now, originally LTD stands for limited. Okay. That's fucking bullshit. LTD stands for literal threshold of depression. Because when you drink this shit, you need to just be ready to say my life is over.
Yeah.
You need to just be ready to say, you know what? I fucking hit rock bottom. I need to drink this shit. First of all, Canadian whiskey from Owensboro, Kentucky is already wrong.
Yeah, no.
Exactly. Like, Kentucky's in the middle of the fucking country. What the fuck is Canadian about the middle of the country?
Did you try one sip of that?
I did. I tried one sip of that, and I lost about 4 years out of my life.
That you will never get back.
I will never get back.
I drank half that bottle, and next day, I never get hungover, and I was hungover for 2 days.
Because this
I wasn't
is the taint.
hungover the next day. I was hungover the day after the next day.
Because this is the taint of the bottom of the barrel. This is the shit that you drink. Literally, this is the shit that you drink when you look in your cabinet and it's just like, damn, I really don't feel like going to the store, but I had a shitty ass day. I might as well pour a cup of this fucking shit here. Canadian LTD whiskey. So that is this right here, and it's cheap as fuck for this much.
It
looks cheap.
It was like $7 at BJ's.
Okay, the gold label on it, you already know that shit is fake.
I thought it was good. I don't drink.
What the fuck part of this did you think was good? Like the letter. Listen. This is good shit. Ciroc pineapple is good shit.
Facts.
All right. You want to know why Ciroc pineapple is good? Because it's refined. There is nothing refined about this. This isn't even filtered. They don't even tell you that it's filtered. And you know what pisses me off too? Is it says that it's with natural flavors. First of all, they say Canadian whiskey, which is already like no. With natural flavors. What the fuck is natural about this shit? There is nothing natural. When you taste this shit, I might as well just go to the gas station, put the gas nozzle to my mouth, and just squeeze it.
I had to finish it. I was obligated. That's my $7 hard earned.
Yeah, $7 for this much liquor. You know it ain't shit.
I'm sure there's alcoholics that would love to drink it.
Oh, of course. Oh, you damn right. I already know them too. They're those guys that's standing outside in the corner right now, in the corner of Quail and Elk, with nothing to do but to look at each other and look at every girl that passed by like they've never seen a female before. You're absolutely right about that. Holy
You
shit.
see that?
It's like sometimes liquor's like females. It's your standards. Like I have none, so Junior and Al have a certain quality of standards. Like
You see what's sitting next to me right now, and what I got here, this top shelf, baby.
and Al's drinking strawberry wine like his women. Like
So you damn right, shit. What I got in this bag? I got Grey Goose, another top shelf. You already know what time it is.
Yeah.
And again, look who's sitting next to
That's
me.
your
My eyes are
Tony.
gonna wander
He's
all
like,
night.
he's like, I got some Grey Goose for a good-looking woman. I'm like, he brought the Grey Goose.
Yeah, you
I
damn
don't even
right.
drink. I know what Grey Goose is. Like,
You know it. Shit.
well, before we started recording the podcast, I drank like once, twice a year, like a couple Mike's Hard Lemonades. Now I'm drinking all the
Now
time.
you're
Like,
drinking 5 days a week.
hanging out with you. That's why.
Now-
Okay,
You're lush.
okay. First of all,
your fault.
First of all, don't make it seem like I'm that much of a bad example. I'm a bad example to your kid, definitely, but a bad example to you? No. You did that shit to
Before
yourself.
Al got here, your friend said at least in 10 minutes, 5 times, like, do you know how embarrassing he is? Like,
Yeah, I'm an embarrassing person. I'm very embarrassing.
exactly.
Oh, I'm out in public embarrassing. I am exactly the same way at work, sitting here and out in public. Nothing about me changes no matter where I go. Absolutely nothing. I am the same prick, regardless. 24/7. Yes, and I do need to. Well, she's my babysitter right here.
Clearly, I'm not doing a good job.
Oh, she's doing a great job.
Yeah, I'm stuck in the middle. I got Junior's the younger brother that's a moron. Al's the older brother that's old and wise. So I got 2 best friends that are both fat black guys. Like,
Oh, I love it.
and it's one's smart, one's not. Like,
Hey, listen.
Cold-blooded.
I'm okay with being dumb. I'm okay with being dumb. You know what? Because you know what? Fuck it. Being smart is overrated these days. Being dumb gets you rich.
yeah.
You don't even have to be smart to be rich.
Well, you see, Kanye just announced that Kim is now worth $1 billion.
Okay, Kanye just needs to just stop.
No, but Kim is now a billionaire because look at her brains. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah. Well, she literally looks like a tooth. She's shaped like a wisdom tooth. Thank God my shit's got pulled. 'Cause
She is going to school to be a lawyer.
she's going to school to be a
Yeah.
lawyer. The last book that she read was Fashion Nova.
I hate Lil' Kim so much, but I gotta be honest. My hatred comes from pure jealousy. That's it. She's successful at life, and I'm not.
Listen. As long as you're happy, to me, as long as you're happy, you're successful. That's what I look like. You know, as long as you're happy, you know, you're living, you're paying your bills, you're doing what you got to do. To me, in my eyes, you're successful in that case.
I've
That's just how I look
I've never
at it.
heard of a miserable billionaire. I just never.
Well,
heard of
I
it.
mean,
Like,
they act like they're miserable. They're like,
Yeah, 'cause they probably off themselves.
Yeah, the miserable ones kill themselves. That's a fact.
it's just fucking do some coke. Like, I don't.
yeah, I'm with
You can
that.
only do so much coke before it loses its appeal. Like,
Look, at Hugh Hefner.
I'm ready to do
Hugh
coke.
Hefner proved like that man was like what 85 years old, going to bed with like 19 women in his bed. Like, if you're gonna go out, man.
Okay. First of all, he doesn't have 19 women. You actually have to look up. He actually picks and chooses who sleeps in his bed at night.
Yeah,
it's actually.
But you see his parties though. He'd have like hundreds. Of
Yeah,
women.
no. You know, it costs $1,000 to go to his parties.
Yeah.
It costs $1,000. If you have $10,000, you get a girl with you for the night.
Sam.
That's some shit. I'm like, he literally like has. No, you want to know how I know that? It's because I looked it up. I was
he
like,
was just pimping then.
The girlfriends also had rules. They
Yeah.
weren't allowed
Yeah.
to go out at night. And if they did, they had to be back by a certain time.
Yeah.
that's true.
They're-
I mean, they're all Hugh Hefner's girls. You know what I'm saying? That robe and that robe had power. I'm about to get his robe.
All the stories I would listen to Howard Stern, like different celebrities, you'd hear stories about the shit that was going on. Like them girls would like he would lay back and they would feed him Viagra pills and rub him down and lotion him down. Just all the wild sex stories you'd hear about these girls, like taking turns on him and shit. Like,
You
damn,
Hugh
that
Hefner.
man.
that man, he died how he lived. Fuck.
Exactly. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Had a heart attack while she was riding. What type of shit is that? I'm ready to die like
That's
that.
the way to go. Like,
Exactly. Sit on my face and don't get up. If I die, I die. Do not let me breathe. Do not let me
What's
breathe.
better? Al wants to go out like Elvis with a peanut butter sandwich on the toilet.
Whoa.
No.
Don't downplay my epic exit, all right? My comparative. Don't you dare. I am going out like a king. Chicken everywhere, steak, barbecue grease and sauce,
Mayo chop.
mayo chop, cranch, and mayo must.
God.
All 3 sauces splattered across the wall.
Everywhere. Whoever finds me is going to be absolutely confused and very impressed.
Like, how exactly did he die?
I don't know what happened here, but this was amazing. Like,
This is art.
This is true talent.
Condiments and chicken. Holy shit.
Like, this guy's buck naked and completely covered at the same time. Like, what's happening? I don't understand this. Like,
He got a 24-piece of fried chicken and couldn't eat it.
oh, man.
No, because like
Respect your father.
Yo, what? I'm going along. That's his wish. I'm respecting his wish.
that's why I said, well, if I ever got a phone call saying like, Al died in a bathtub covered in chicken grease, I would start like, "Are you sad your friend died?" I'm like, "No, I'm happy that he went out the way he lived." Like,
He went out the way he wanted to go out.
I'm telling you.
This girl right here, man. God damn. I'm so glad we reconnected. That's oh man.
Well, I am pissed that she couldn't meet my sister, my cousin, and also Elliot because they're all flaked out tonight. So hopefully next time she comes down, they'll actually be here. But
Oh, definitely.
said the 3 people that don't have jobs are too busy to come down, and 3 people that are working or have plenty of time to come
4
down
people.
here. Like,
Got
oh, well,
4
yeah.
people that's working.
I have 2 jobs.
Shit.
And she has 2 jobs.
Well, it's like, well, it's even like well, last time Jen couldn't make it down because her one boyfriend.
She was cheating on her boyfriend.
Well, no, he got drunk. He got drunk again, and she was babysitting him.
Boyfriend number 2 wasn't working, so she went to boyfriend number 3's house and got
I
drunk.
was testing out Zoom with her yesterday to see how, and
If that's what she wants to do, let her do her.
Oh, I'm still going to talk about it.
yeah.
You do you, boo.
Oh fuck. So,
Oh, we got a comment on our picture.
oh god.
Oh,
But yeah, Al, we were playing
what
Xbox
does it
last night.
say?
Elliot's brother Carlton, he's going to be coming down this Saturday, so that's going to be fun.
Aw.
That's all about time, dude. It's only a 2-hour fucking drive, so. But he was just commenting, like, catching up on the podcast. I said, well, Carlton, you haven't listen to Al. When you fucking mentioned Uber everything, oh, Christ, I lost it. Like,
Al, I have a question for you, though. I have a question. Now, about the Uber situation, because Chris, I listened to some of the episode where you were talking about Uber.
Listen to all of it.
Like, I listened to your segment when you were talking about Uber everything, and I promise you, I cried. I literally cried laughing for literally 10 minutes because that is how people literally act around here. Like, and it's funny that you say it at a comedy, but it's funny that people literally act like that, where it's just like they order Uber for everything. Literally, I kid you not. I kid you not. I was sitting there and this person who picked me up from work, because it was like literally like pouring outside. So when I got into the Uber, this dude sat there and said, "Oh, hey, I just picked this person up and he made me drop him off a block from his house because he didn't want to walk to the corner store." No, literally, like he didn't want to walk to the corner store. So he ordered Uber to go a block up the road just so he can go to the corner store. And then he left the corner store, got back into the Uber and drove back to his house.
That's some Al shit if I ever heard it.
That's just laziness.
And then,
Yes, it is, and I'm very proud of the level of lazy that I have achieved.
hold on. No, it gets worse, right? It gets worse. This one guy, right? He ordered Uber Eats, right? Several times throughout the day. But he ordered Uber Eats. He works in the mall. He specifically works at Things Remembered, right? He ordered something from the Standard to get delivered to Things Remembered. Let me tell you about where those 2 places are located. Okay?
Wow.
The Standard, you can see the Standard when you're driving in, right? And you see when you're driving in from Western Ave, you can see the Standard from there, right? Yeah. You walk up the escalator and literally 30 steps just past the food court, Things Remembered is right there. So he ordered Uber Eats to go from the Standard in the same place where he worked to Things Remembered and ordered like $80 worth of food.
damn.
It was absolutely, some of the stories I hear on Uber is absolutely hilarious. Some of the things I remember. There was like one time, it was like they did Uber Comfort. And they went to the college campus, right? You know, Uber Comfort is 6 people. It's 6 passengers, right? 10 people try to fit in the car. It was literally like a clown car. There was this one fat kid that was in there, right? I will never forget this because this guy said the funniest shit in the world. This one fat kid got in the front seat and he looked at the driver and he was like, "Those girls are all me, man." And I was like, yo, in that moment, it was like I could literally picture his face because he was wearing the mask, so he didn't have that face, but he had the same exact face as me. This is my face when customers talk to me. In any moment in my life when somebody says something to me that I cannot respond to immediately, that I don't want to respond to, my face just goes flat. I just be like, I won't even talk. I would just look at them with the same. I have that still face. That's why I'm called the angry brown man at my job, because I have the same still face regardless of who's talking to me. Like
Resting bitch face.
That's my sister.
something like that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is though, yeah, literally, like, it's just I'm just completely closed off to the world. You're dead to me. Why are you still talking to me? Please go away. Like how you are when dudes be messaging you on Facebook. Ridiculous.
I need to start handing out water bottles like y'all are thirsty.
No, seriously.
Jesus.
No. She's dudes being I'm transitioning from topic to topic here because this shit's funny as hell. Facebook messaging with women is funny as fuck. Like they would show me messages, and it's not even just this beautiful one right here. But she shows me like just a couple of messages. She showed me because she posted on Facebook, I need a 500-word essay about how you won't waste my time. Remember how you did that for that one lesbian chick?
I had a friend of mine do that.
Yeah, but you did that with that. You did that as a joke.
No,
though.
I'll pull it. I did it was half joke, half serious.
Yeah.
I said things like, listen, let's be honest. Out of two of us, you're the good-looking one, so I'm not gonna cheat because nobody wants to fuck me. It's like, let's be honest too. If you wanted to turn gay, okay, there's one turn straight. There's 1,000 dudes way better looking than me that you could be fucking. So why would you waste that opportunity on me? And so she's laughing. She goes, "How serious is this?" I'm like, "You don't really know, do you?" Like,
it's about 40% serious.
Yeah, I should pull it up. She's like, she got a lot of messages from guys, but she's like, yours was definitely the best one because she couldn't tell how which was legit and joking. But I'm like, it was mostly serious. So
here's the thing. Here's the thing that gets me right. The thing that got me with the dude that messaged her the 500-word essay. Yeah. It was so cliched. It was so cliched. It was outrageous. Like he was like, I'm just gonna quote one of the sentences.
You remember it?
I remember parts of it, but I remember the parts that made me laugh. I'm just gonna quote the one part that I looked at, and I was just like, "Wow, you are just a cliche." He was just like, "I'm not gonna waste your time because I'm not."
I gotta remember those.
I'm pretty sure you have it right there. Oh, she's about to pull it up right now. This 500. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. Like her messages in her inbox are absolutely hilarious. Like
the unwanted dick pics.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yo,
Jesus
the one thing that dudes do all the time because they think like that's like just the first thing, like, oh my god, there's a dick, I'm just gonna go like virtually suck it. Like what the fuck is wrong? Like they don't think females are just gonna do shit like that. Like what the fuck is wrong with these dudes? It's like you just like you act like this is a dating site. Like it's Facebook.
It is to some people though.
Facebook is a dating site to some people. I mean, there's an actual dating app on there.
I was gonna say that.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's an actual dating app on Facebook that it's not even an app. It's just part of Facebook now, where you can literally put your profile up there, and you can literally like talk to people like it's Tinder. Oh my god, Tinder is
awful.
What, mine? Why is my Tinder awful?
No, yours is not. Yours is actually fun.
Oh yeah, see, my Tinder is actually pretty good because I'm straight to the point. It doesn't say anything about it. It says I'm not looking for a relationship, no drama, no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm about to pull up my Tinder right now. I'm gonna remind you guys on exactly what this says because you know what? This is a man that does not play games. Okay, at all. I don't play games for shit. I don't know why people think playing games is cute. See? Here it is. Yeah. Here it is. Here is the 500.
Is that actually a 500-word essay?
This is a 500-word essay.
I swear I wouldn't have the patience for that shit. I would have been like, 500
Okay. Yeah. No. The first sentence.
I was drunk when I got it, and I went, I'm not reading this tonight.
The first sentence in the second paragraph got me. My first reason is because I'm not like other guys. The most cliche shit ever.
Something every guy said.
Yeah, it's literally like the leader of those other guys.
I stopped saying that a long time ago.
That's the thing. Why guys have to understand when a woman posts on Facebook that all men are the same?
Right now.
You can't do that. Like men cannot post on don't comment on there saying I'm different. No, the moment that you post that, they're automatically going to believe, yeah, you're definitely not. You're definitely not.
Yeah.
All right. So Here's where it goes.
This poor guy's gonna hang himself. He hears this shit.
No, I don't go. Fuck that guy.
I need you to read his name first.
Okay. I don't know what was his name. What was his name?
Nah, let's
Oh
leave
my
his
god,
name.
I don't remember.
Let's leave
Was
his
it
name out of
Josh? I think it was Josh. Wait, I have it in my phone.
Nah, let's leave his
Jesus
name
Christ.
out of it.
Wait a
Leave his
minute,
name
I have it
out
in
of
my phone. I actually have the actual authentic Facebook message in my phone.
Christ. Poor
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah,
Don't call his name.
I don't give a fuck. I'm calling his name. I don't
Yeah,
give a
for
fuck that guy.
for a future
So
podcast, if you wonder why Junior isn't here because somebody showed up to his job and stabbed him multiple times,
They
like,
ain't gonna do that shit. They ain't got the heart for that. All right, what's up with this?
I laughed though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my boy Josh. Listen up, man.
Josh.
You're a fucking idiot. All right. Damn. So I'm gonna read this shit out. All right. I'm gonna read this. So when I was scrolling through Facebook, I seen your post about how if you're interested in me, then write a 500-word essay why I wouldn't waste your time. I figured taking a challenge would actually show you I am interested, and I do care enough to write down a few reasons why I wouldn't waste your time, Molly.
Jesus.
Oh my God, he used the first name. How endearing.
Jesus.
Boy, you're a fucking tool. My first reason is because I'm not like other guys. You already failed. I'm already going to be honest with you. Your entire message is now officially invalid. The moment that you said you're not like other guys, you're immediately like the other guys, if not worse. If not worse. It's like the worst possible thing you could have started off with is that you're not like other guys. The worst possible thing. Oh no, let's keep going. Wait, don't they all say that? I'm sure they do, but bottom line, I'm not. Oh, all right.
So he knows, but he still ran with it.
Yeah, he's got balls at least. He's got balls to use the same cliched line. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, I'm not. You know. All right. This next one. Granted, I love sex and pleasing the person I'm with. Okay. All right.
I'm embarrassed for this kid.
All right, my guy.
Soul hurts for him.
Okay, all right.
Is he lonely? Like, what the fuck is happening?
Okay. First of all, who doesn't love sex? It's like, you know what I'm saying? But for you to actually go out of your way and put that in a 500-word essay, you're just digging yourself a grave. You went down from a 64, which is not passing, to a 55. So now you just lost an additional 9 points. You're already failing, my guy. Already failing. It's just like, all right. It's just like, obviously that's important in a relationship is sex. That's just a part of the relationship.
Not for me.
Yeah, shut the hell up. Every single girl that you were with, you had sex with.
I mean, after a lot of begging and crying.
It wasn't a lot of begging and crying.
Maybe a bribe here and there, but
Okay, maybe the bribe. But maybe the bribe.
So sad.
it
like-
really is. Like was Al last week? I was like, Chris, you've known some fucking monsters in your life. I'm like, yes, I have.
You know,
You met some brutal women. You have, man.
Like,
yo, I'm not even gonna lie. He has met some real
who
brutal
lies
women.
about getting raped and having a kid or being pregnant? And this girl lied about this shit, and I'm like, I thought I was helping a friend who needed an abortion. I'm like, wow, you're lying. I found out later on I have to give her some money. Like, even Al's like, just borrow some money. Then why go through this?
Like, yeah, it's so much easier to just be like, yo, can I borrow $200?
Yo, run me that $40, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just lying.
I mean, it was a couple $100, but still, just a point. Like,
Jesus Christ, that's even worse.
I would just would have given it to her as a loan, but like, don't like make up a story. Like, and I wouldn't have thought to like who'd make that kind of shit up, but wow, people do. Like,
Plan B is only $50. You get it at a pharmacy. It's not that hard.
Goddamn.
I've never had to buy it, but I'm saying.
and I'm not here to judge anybody, but just like Alcy, if Junior wanted to see Chris, can I have $100? Sure. And if Junior's like, Chris, I was going to work, this guy jumped me, beat the fuck out of me, fucked me in the ass and stuff.
Jesus Christ.
I need to borrow $200 now. Like, all right, dude, here's $200. I would have given it to you anyway, but
I think I'm pregnant now. I need $200.
Chris, he pinned me down. He made me swallow all of it. I'm sorry, Junior. Like,
Okay. All right. There's a sentence on here that makes me laugh more than any other sentence. I'm a very loyal person, and we do not believe in cheating. First of all, who's we?
Him and the rest of the people in his head, I guess.
Him and his girlfriend?
holy fuck.
Oh man, Josh, you're really just digging yourself a grave here. You know, I give you my trust and hope of you not breaking it.
Oh boy.
Isn't this a 500-word essay to her? How are you making demands here? Boy, you really don't know how to fucking talk to women, do you? This isn't the first time you took this 500-word essay challenge, is it?
I thought I was bad.
Listen, you know what? In his defense, you can't blame him. Like, you're scrolling through Facebook, you see a super hot chick. She shows you a possibility of a hope of a chance of dating her and says, Write me this essay.
Okay, so before he even did this, I had literally told him, I'm not in a place where I'm interested in anyone. Like, I just got out of a toxic relationship.
Especially you, Josh.
I'm not. But, like, I had to copy and paste this to, like, multiple dudes. Like, I'm not in a place where I want to date anybody or talk to anybody. No, let's just be friends. Let's get to know each other. And then I get drunk and see this shit. And, like, 5 other unwanted dick pics.
Josh, you're fucking up.
When Junior looked at me, I was like, especially you, Josh.
Like, Josh, you clearly did not understand what she was trying to convey to you. Here's your phone
She could
back.
have saved them the trouble just ahead of time tagging him. Like, listen, I want to be single to especially.
I gotta find this dude on Facebook just so I could be like, yo, my bad, bro. We got this open relationship going. You just ain't it.
I'm gonna friend request you in a little bit. As soon as you find him, let me know.
Here, Junior, read mine. You're better at reading shit than me.
Okay, all right.
This is one I sent my friend, but you'll never know how
This guy, okay. First of all, I'm already going to start off by saying the title is already ridiculous. It says dating application. This is from my childhood friend, people, that has known me since I was in diapers. And this is his dating application, ladies. Listen up. You might want to tune in.
I sent this to a lesbian.
And he sent this to a lesbian. He's got balls. He's got some serious balls.
She said
Balls on this guy.
she wanted an essay. She didn't say exclusively females. She goes, guys, changing my mind.
It's like, so you want to know why I won't waste your time? Well, for starters, there is a well-known term that easily applies to me. Perhaps the term safe choice is familiar to you. Boy, he knows how to talk himself up. I swear. He's like, what I offer is something no one else will. Security. Everything about me is safe. You see, most women have things to worry about in their partner. Issues with me that will never come up. Wow. Wow.
Oh, she was laughing.
Yo, I need a copy of that.
Me too. I need this. I'm gonna need this. I'm taking a 500-word essay and I'm taking this. I want this.
She was laughing.
When it's Friday night and you're at work, you don't have to worry about me being out with someone else. I'll be home playing video games, waiting for you to get off work, and the place will be clean with their laundry done and dinner prepared. Boy, you're a trophy wife.
Shit, I'm about to try to date you.
Hey, I can cook. Mostly take out, but
If I ever got this, I would immediately go, lies. Like, all this is bullshit.
If you had a long day at work and are sore, then I'll be there waiting for you to prepare a bath and offer a foot massage or back rub. Says, now some women have to worry about their partner cheating on them. It can cause unwanted stress and damage the relationship. Wow, that's not Captain Obvious. That's never an issue with me. Out of the two of us, we both know you're the attractive one. He really knows how to talk himself up.
Yep.
The only person who will be worrying about getting cheated on is me, because I fully understand that it won't be hard for you to upgrade from me, but I won't let that affect you at all. In the end, if you do, I'll simply forgive you, because we both know I'll have no other options.
You're so positive.
I'm telling you, he's the most positive person I know. Another issue some women worry about is their partner lasting too long. Oftentimes, a woman doesn't want marathon sex, and based on my experiences, you want to get it over with as soon as possible.
What bitches do you know?
Says, lasting a long time has never been.
This thing is getting worse.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
Every sentence.
What the fuck is going on?
Yo, it says, lasting a long time has never been an issue for me. Because of this, I will do everything in my power to make sure you're completely satisfied in the 26 positions in 2 minutes.
26, that's a lot.
Oh, God.
After spending a lifetime being a disappointment to most women, I've mastered the art of foreplay and paying attention to a woman's needs. With that, I can guarantee that I will try harder than anyone else you've been with before me, because I know being with you that I'm on borrowed time, so I want to make the relationship last as long as possible. I fully came to terms with the fact that I am not much to look at, so I take care of myself by staying active and in shape. While I'm not a bodybuilder by any means, I am far from lazy and obese. I have excellent hygiene and visit my dentist for regular checkups. I shower daily and take care of my nails. God damn, you're a woman. Because you have mainly been with women, I can make small changes such as shaving my legs and armpits. Jesus, he would actually go that far.
You know what's weird? I'm going to tell you what's weird. I feel like that would work.
That's why I want a copy. I want a copy. I swear to God, I'm trademarking this.
No.
It says,
I kept going too.
oh my God, it's worse. It actually gets worse.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it gets worse. If it comes down to me wearing perfume, that won't be an issue. I have barely any dignity left by what little I do have prevents me from wearing a purse or wearing makeup. I'm not against nail polish. It says, in terms of...
You put on a wig too? Fuck.
In terms of being a friend, I am an excellent listener, and people have a tendency to open up to me very easily and tell me things they wouldn't normally tell people. Anything that you tell me stays safe between us, and I'll be available 24/7 to listen to what is bothering you. Obviously, that part is serious. I have heard and seen most psychiatrists, so nothing that you can tell me will shock me, and I won't judge you for anything you've done in the
Are
past.
you like an inner female? Like that's kind of what I'm reading.
Okay, no. Listen to this next
When
one.
you're trying to appeal to a lesbian, you have to make yourself as female as possible.
That feminine side has to come out strong. I am
Your feminine side has got to be your dominant side.
No. Listen to this.
Perfume. You're gonna shave your legs and your armpits.
You know, wear fingernail polish.
You're gonna put nail polish on.
If she's hot enough, fuck it.
And
Oh, God.
you're gonna put makeup on.
I'll do it for Amber Heard.
Do you know
All right.
how? Oh my God.
Listen, you know what?
Don't.
For Amber Heard. For Amber Heard, I would. Like,
All right. I am excellent at writing poetry when you're feeling down. I have rehearsed every boy band song written in the 90s, so I have a wide variety of love songs at my disposal that I can sing to you at will.
Right.
You know, this is actually very true.
Yeah.
He actually quoted an NSYNC song
NSYNC, Backstreet Boys,
in a poem that he
98
wrote.
Degrees,
That he wrote in a poem
Boys to Men.
to a female he barely knew. It's crazy.
Oh, fuck.
While I'm not a comedian, I will always find a way to make you laugh.
Yeah.
That is true. Mostly through me, because he'll just call me over whenever he needs
I
comedy.
just say pull down my pants, she'll start laughing.
Jesus Christ. Mainly, it will be me focusing on...
I don't think I've ever heard.
And so you can't tell how much is truth and how much is comedy. Like,
Mainly, it would be me focusing on how inferior I am to you to every way and reminding you. The only thing left I could think of is perhaps charity. If you have some bad karma or guilt that you want relieved off you, then I will be a constant reminder of you doing a good deed. Because we both will know that being with me will be a result of you performing a mercy, since a better man than me is very easy to find. I can't be a waste of time since you spend... can't be a waste of time since the time you spend with me will be easily the simplest thing you have done. Jesus Christ. There will be no guilt on your part for hurting my feelings for the eventual breakup. I will go into this knowing it's not a matter of if, but a matter of when you leave. It's like, so things like you dealing with the psycho ex giving you drama is something I will never put you through. Thank you for taking the time to read this, and I already feel privileged that you took the time to read all this. I think overall, by giving me a chance, it's a truly win-win situation for you and something you won't regret looking back on and can even laugh at with friends as well, knowing you did some good in the world being with someone who didn't deserve you on a temporary basis. Jesus Christ.
Yo,
It's almost like, oh, I'm
at to Al.
But here
I do need that, though.
here I'm inviting you to Rackers Island. Here, just come to jail for 6 months.
I feel like it would. I swear to God.
No, it's not gonna work. If it works, I need to hear about it.
I'm actually going to use this. I'm not even going to lie to you. Email it to me.
I will document it step by step on this podcast.
She's like, Chris, you make me laugh like nobody else does. She's like, how much is that was joking? I'm like, you'll never know.
Because I'm not telling.
She's like, even should
I send you a 500-word essay? Would you read mine?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, if I can really think of
all the
500 words.
cliches.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the first part.
Yeah, my vocabulary is limited, so 500 words is going to be...
I had to put in all the cliches. You know, how many chicks, like, you know, their psycho exes do all this crazy shit? You see it every damn day. So I'm like...
Well, yeah, keyword, psycho.
Yeah. It's never a problem. Or like, oh, my man's cheating on me. That's never going to be an issue. Like, oh, my man doesn't cook me dinner. Trust me, I can cook plenty of stuff. I just not good at it, but... But Junior, remember my Christian's mother?
But in relationships, that's not all that matters. You also have to spend time with the person and not make the other person feel like they're begging for attention.
Yeah.
See,
that's the key part.
He shows plenty of attention. He shows plenty of attention.
Yeah.
No. Let me tell you something.
Well, the last
Chris,
quote
do me a favor.
The ice.
No more.
Yeah, I wanted to show it to you for a while, but I was saving it for a time like this. But no, that's another thing to see too. Like, well, a lot of times with people, they say like they complain about lack of time and attention. I was like, well, also understand the fact that when you're dating somebody and she's like, I haven't had a job in 6 months and you're working 16-hour days. Like, well, one of us has got to fucking work. Like, you're not home that often. I'm like, because you're not helping pay the rent. That's why. Like,
I feel like if I tried to run that game on anybody, it would definitely have to be somebody I didn't know.
Yeah.
Anybody that knew me would not believe that shit for a second.
Yeah, of course I'm prepared.
Oh God,
You know,
that made me laugh.
That shit definitely was funny. I'm not gonna lie. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I was
skill.
when I read that. I actually read. That's the second time I read that.
Yeah.
I was actually thoroughly impressed that he actually thought of that because of the fact that that's actually really that was actually like from the heart. Like that wasn't just something that he just thought of. That I mean that was
the
something,
fact that Molly said how many times that is so fucking sad. I've heard that so often. That makes me laugh so hard. Like
I mean,
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Sad.
The truly,
More positive in yourself.
the truly impressive thing about it is that you wrote it. Like nobody could ask me to write 500 pages. Like I haven't wrote 500 pages since I was in school.
well, what'd you
500 words.
I mean,
It's
words.
different
Pages,
than
yeah.
500
Or,
pages.
you know what I meant. Don't get smart. You know what I was saying. 500
Throw
words. I
that one
haven't
out
done
there
that.
for you.
would you do that for Amber Heard?
Listen, I'll do almost anything for him.
Christ.
I would defend her to the death, even if she's wrong.
I try saying, turn a positive to a negative. Like I was, juniors know me before and after prison, but like definitely going through jail, you come out a different person where it's like, at this point, the fuck do I got to lose anymore? It's like, it's nothing, writing a essay to a random person is no different than what I seen when I was locked up. Like it's, that's my whole mentality. Which I almost feel like it happens oftentimes where it's like people who have that near-death experience and they come out of almost dying from like gunshot, car crash, whatever, coma. They come out with a whole brand new outlook on life. Like, listen, I was shot 9 times. I survived. What the fuck do I got to be scared of anymore? And
True.
like me, it's like I'm doing 3 years in New York State prison, dealing with the worst of the worst that this planet has to offer. I'm not scared of nothing. Period. It's like nothing scares me because why? It's,
I mean, I get that because I was almost strangled to death, and now I'm like, I definitely deserve. I know I deserve better.
Of course you do. Damn sure deserve better.
but no, but
That's why you're in my life, honey.
I love it. I love every second of it.
that's a fine line we've always had. I've always had the issue with like confidence versus arrogance. So it's like I don't have enough confidence, but then again, I'm not an arrogant prick because how many guys treat women like total shit and just like you're 5 pounds overweight, I can't fuck you, or like you're 2 inches too. Like some of the stuff you read online, how picky some guys are and the way they just down women and constantly treat them like horrible. I've never had that problem.
You know how fast I'll slide in? Oh my
You know
god!
how crazy this is what's crazy. And I've seen this happen with like friends of mine where it'll be like 30 guys saying, "Oh, you're pretty, you're cute, you got nice hair, you're this, you're that." And then it'll be the one guy that's like, "Nah, you're fat." She'll be like, "Oh my god, everybody thinks I'm fat." And then go and alter her whole life and change everything around. And this single guy is the guy that she'll pay attention to for some reason. Like, that's insane.
Or is it that's the trigger?
Maybe it is. It's
There
most
could
likely
be
to trigger it.
people who have told her that through middle school, through high school, through college, and then she gets almost to her 30s, and people are like, "You're gorgeous, you're gorgeous," and the one person who tells her that she's fat and she needs to change, that's a trigger.
But is it that way with like majority of women? Because almost every
it
girl
is,
I know
actually.
is like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
it is
they'll
like
ignore the vast majority of people saying you're beautiful, and the one person that's like, "Nah, your hair looks like shit." Like, "Oh my god, I gotta shave my head and start over." Like, what? How is
Well,
this?
it's just like with anorexic people. Like when they realize that they have this issue and they try to work on themselves and they try to get better, and then somebody will go, "Well, you're not that skinny, or you're not that fat, or whatever," and then all of a sudden they downslide right back to being anorexic because they don't think that they're good enough for anybody.
It makes sense.
It's that one person who will fuck up somebody's entire life.
See, me, I'm arrogant in a positive way because I'll say something and I don't care. Like, I'll just be like this. I'll be like, "Oh, some guy thinks she's overweight." I'll slide my ass right up in there. I'll be like, "Bring your thick ass over here, girl."
You're not. No.
oh boy.
Oh my god. No.
Be like, "If I'm breathing, you're not sitting on my face properly. Get over here."
See, and that's why I won't do it.
Why not?
Oh, you're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Like, at some point, you're gonna be like, "Can I suffocate him?"
I actually want to try because he's been annoying today.
I wonder if I can. And then one day, Junior's gonna come in here with a mad smile on his face from ear to ear. We're gonna be like, "She tried. She tried to suffocate him."
I'd be like, "She didn't get up, and I loved it." My lungs expanded, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I can now hold my breath underwater for 10 minutes.
Jesus.
Man got military training off of his sexual activities.
You are something else.
Oh, that's what I've called it. Junior already texted me. He's like, how? He's like, it's been an hour. How many times has Junior talked about eating ass already?
Only once. I only said eat ass once.
Okay,
Now I said it twice.
Only because we were referencing.
Yeah, we were just referencing. That's it. Just referencing a moment, you know? Just referencing, you
But
know?
I don't think that was also like while we were recording, so
Yeah, so
that doesn't really count.
exactly.
Aha.
I think now we should get it on the record.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. You know, eating ass is definitely a sport. Okay? It's a certain people don't want to participate in that sport.
It's like Joey Diaz.
Yeah, that's
But it's a sport, you know?
that is a no-fly zone.
Oh, well, I know that's no fly zone for you. I'm flying over other areas, baby. I'm flying over other areas. You know, I might not be able to go to Cancun to the ass, but I'll still go to South Beach to the front. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
See, you're better than me. At this point, I'll take a fucking high five. Like,
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
He said a high five. Like, good job, buddy. You're a good guy.
Chris is like, somebody bump into me, please.
I crave physical contact.
I'm not a huggy person. Like, I don't like touch, but like, I'll hug you. Like, I feel bad.
I don't know. If you hug me, it's like it might not go down well.
You hug him, he might go in his room. You won't see him
Like,
for
ow,
30
like we're
minutes.
outside for you guys. She knew what a flashlight was, and like I may or may
Well,
not.
it's called a pocket. Well,
It's a pocket pussy.
pocket pussy fleshlight. You know,
And I didn't know ahead of time they may or may not have a shelf life, or if you use them too much, you have to buy a new one. So it's
well, because they don't clean them out. That's why.
even if you clean them, they do wear it down.
That's true.
Depending on how much you use them every day, twice on Sundays. Like
He said twice on Sundays. Damn, he's trying to really go round.
I'm a creature of habit. Okay.
Chris is gonna
Hey,
wear it out.
So I got a question for my best friend here. Would you ever make a fleshlight molding of yours?
I mean, I've never been asked, so.
Would you?
The right amount of money.
I'll buy it immediately.
Holy shit! Oh, yo.
Junior will be standing in the store with a knife, like, go ahead and buy it. I dare you.
I'll only be able to do one, and he'll have to keep it.
Exactly. Exactly.
I've never let this out of my sight.
Damn sure not. I'm sure I'm gonna
Like,
pre-order about 3 of them.
fucking ring.
I'm gonna have to go back for a while.
See how unfair life is. Like how many chicks can just like you'd make a mold out of their vagina and like 10 million guys would buy them, and how many chicks?
Oh, I'm the only one buying hers.
She's only making one for this.
No, you'll be like Gollum with the fucking rings. Like, no, you can have this now.
Damn right.
High pressure.
I'll be emptying out the middle shelf real quick.
I will buy them all.
Be like, sir, your total is $270.54 and you're fucking disgusting.
One for every year that I'm alive.
Your total comes to $300.
Yeah, that's a difference,
Also,
though.
here's a card of a therapist.
That's what's up.
300, that means that I'm cheap. Fuck.
Here's a brochure to speed dating because you clearly need a girlfriend.
God,
I'm so serious. You made a molding? Oh God, I'm pre-ordering all of them. Oh, how many are in stock? All mine. Emptying my bank
Wait,
account.
can you even do that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can make a molding of your... Because
Yeah.
like, I know you can do, like,
Yeah.
one of, like, a penis.
You can do it with a vagina.
That's the problem. Like
They actually do it with vaginas for the.
that's how they do the
sex
flashlights.
dolls.
Like if you look at if you go to flashlight.com, which may or may not be on my phone right now,
Yeah, it's bookmarked.
they have different
So that
flashlights.
means that it's a yes.
I can
Okay, that's
I can either confirm nor deny this, but
He just confirmed it.
they have different flashlight models where
There has been research done.
the different porn stars, they will actually take the mold. They
Yeah,
pour,
the porn stars do it for
they
sure.
pour that inside the woman. And it's an exact mold of what's inside of her. So and that's what they sell.
Yeah.
So
Well, I may need some help because I'm obviously not going to be capable of doing this alone.
I'll do it. I'll go with
I'm
it.
sure you will.
Listen,
I'm sure you would.
obviously,
You damn right I'm going.
signing up for the job.
Can I pour?
That's the difference.
I
Like,
guarantee as soon as I start getting ready to do this, you're going to be like, fuck this.
Yeah, pretty much. Fuck pouring this shit. I want it for myself.
Bring it to a whole different party.
I'm gonna pour something
It
else in there.
started as a casting party to make a mold, and now she's pregnant.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Oh, well, I mean, my self-control around her is definitely not going to be, it's going to be negative 1,000 because the pulling out, it's probably not gonna happen. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, because I know I get up in there, it's over. Like I'll be like, oh my god.
We already know that you're going in there with a 100% plan of 0 pullout.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Forever.
You know what I'm saying? That cookie is my favorite. I'm all in that Chips Ahoy.
Junior's gonna get mad and curse you out when you ask him to wear a condom. What the
fuck is a condom?
That's like taking a shower with a rain jacket.
Oh, wow,
damn.
Oh, damn. I love that statement.
I prefer condoms.
That statement made me tingle.
Shit, why do you... We reach for our cup at the same time. At the same exact damn time. We reach for our cup like this.
I tell more guys, well, most guys aren't my problem. Like, I prefer condoms because it takes 1 minute sex to like 3 minutes sex. So, you know.
Okay, let me tell you something.
It makes cleanup real easy too. You know, like when there's
I don't care to clean up. I'm ready to get messy.
Everywhere.
Fuck that. I'm ready to get messy. I don't know. If it was especially this one right here.
On your side, because I ain't laying in that.
Oh, damn. I'll lay in the wet spot. Fuck it. If I get that cookie, it's worth it. What you talking about? I'll lay in the wet spot all the time. I volunteer to lay in the wet spot.
Then later probably like, my wet spot.
I'm going to kick you off the wet spots.
I was like, remember Al Big Mouth when the kid was jerking off there and Maury the horn monster? He's like, what'd I do with these? He's like, sleeping at you, pig.
Damn right.
I love that show so much. I gotta go watch the first season all over again.
Holy shit.
Good old PC culture, you know, we have to change up voice actors. Like, I just watched Justice League today, the Reign of Superman, and Rosario Dawson was voicing Wonder Woman. Rosario Dawson's not white, so why can a black actress voice a white character?
Chris, you're being racist right now.
Exactly.
And done.
I wonder who would voice my character.
God,
we gotta find out. We gotta find a person who could voice my character if I'm ever a character in the movie. Because
it's gotta be someone who is ethnically diverse as you are. So.
And definitely that. Yo, that Ancestry.com, that is crazy what they said I was. Yo, absolutely ridiculous. I literally had to scroll. No, I literally had to scroll down to find out everything that I was. I was like, that's a damn shame. Yeah. Like, literally, like, this one girl did it, and it was, like, only showed, like, 4 things. Like, she's 25%. Like, she was literally, like, 30% this, 20% that, you know, and then, like, the rest of them were just, like, even. And I was just like, what the fuck was it up with me? Me was just, like, 23%, 11%, 7%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 3%. What the fuck? I was like, God damn. I was like, Mom's family's a bunch of hoes.
Listen, man, you are the ultimate
a mutt.
Yeah,
I'm more than a mutt.
You are the ultimate diverse genetic makeup. You are very likely to survive the next fucking outbreak that we get.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
I have only 2 things. And they both like to drink.
Oh God.
Irish and what?
German.
Irish and
German.
Definitely Germans. Yeah, Germans do love to drink.
Goddamn Germans, man. Like,
yeah, my ex-girlfriend's father was German, and he hated me. When I tell you, he absolutely hated me. If I died in front of him, he would spit on me. That's how much he hated me.
What did you do?
Okay.
Story time.
He is black.
Okay.
Germans hate black people.
First of all, there's that.
No.
I was just about to correct you. Germans don't hate black people.
No. He hated.
In the Germans that I know, the
whole Nazis. The Nazis weren't like.
Okay. First of all,
I'm also only 25% German.
She told her dad what she did with me.
Oh boy.
The night that she broke up with her boyfriend. That was crazy.
I mean, I understand that.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I'm like, why would you tell your dad the shit that we were doing in Washington Park the night that you broke up with her boyfriend? Because literally, I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Rewind. What were you doing in Washington? In a park. Let's start there.
Okay.
Was it inappropriate for a park situation?
Yes, it was a very inappropriate park situation. So here's what happened.
Well, that's why.
Well, she told him. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't even know she told him.
You don't tell your family that. What the fuck?
She told him that.
That's a violation.
That's
fucking weird.
Yo,
like, why would you have that discussion?
It's not like I'm gonna go to my mom and be like, "Mom, guess what I did tonight?"
Exactly.
Yo, seriously.
Exactly.
No, but it got weird. Hear me out, right? So she hit me up, telling me to meet her in front of the downtown SUNY campus. That's on, the corner of Robin and Washington, right?
Yeah.
So I met her there. She started kissing on me and shit like that, and I'm just like, whoa, what's going on? I thought you had a boyfriend. I wasn't trying to push up on her or anything like that. I just wanted to be friends.
She wanted a reason to leave him.
So She was like, yo, let's go to the park. I was like, okay. I kid you not. She laid me down like I was a fucking napkin on the picnic table in Washington Park and sucked my dick in Washington Park. I swear to God. And then at that moment,
she told her father she sucked your dick.
Yes, and broke up with her boyfriend that night.
Damn.
Yes.
Okay,
he hated my guts.
So, 1, she wanted a reason to break up with her boyfriend. 2, why the fuck would you tell your father?
Yeah. Why?
Why does she need a reason? If you want to break up with somebody, just fucking do it.
Break up. Why would you? Yeah, I swear. I
Well,
thought.
it's also the age.
Well, she was 3 years older than me,
And
that was like 7 years ago.
Okay,
So you guys were
7
kids.
years ago.
You know, so I was 24. She was 27.
Oh, you're 27 and you're telling your father that you sucked some man's
That was what I'm
the fuck?
saying.
That's a weird
Like,
family.
I
That's
wouldn't-
weird.
That's
Like
weird.
my mom told me, she was like, you can have a one-night stand, just make sure he wraps it. And I go, we are not having this conversation. First of all, like, I know.
Yeah, she had these conversations with her father. And I'm like, why are you having these conversations with your father? Well, I need to tell him, who my sexual partners are, but you don't need to go into details.
Yeah.
And you don't need to tell him, shit. You're a grown-ass woman. He's like, well, I'm living with him, so, he kind of needs to know who my sexual partners are. I'm like,
No, he doesn't.
he came to my job at because I was working at the shop right in Slingerland's at the time, right? Slinging dick. In Slingerland, slinging dick. So anyway, right by where she lived, right? That was ridiculous, right? Ridiculous, right? Literally 10
The
minutes.
story is ridiculous.
I had sex with her I literally had sex with her at the on the side of ShopRite, right? On my lunch break, 10 minutes before he got there. Right?
Oh my god, do it in a fucking bed. Be classy.
I wasn't classy. Come on, it's 7 years ago. I didn't give a fuck.
You think anything's changed since then?
Like, come on. I was drinking. I was drunk at work, and I didn't give a fuck. It was just like,
what the hell?
I didn't give a fuck. So,
Clearly.
right after all that was happening, I came back from my lunch break. I was stumbling and shit. I didn't give a fuck. I was drunk as fuck.
I'm kind
Her
of
father's.
disappointed in you.
Huh?
I'm disappointed in you.
That's crazy because I'm super impressed.
So I clocked back in for my lunch break, right? I clocked back in for my lunch break. Her father shows up. She's like, "Oh, so you're the one defiling my daughter?" I said, "What?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Who's your daughter?" And then he points at her, and I'm just like, "Oh shit!"
I would have ran to the bed.
And I was just like, "Nah."
Gotta go.
Listen, when I'm drunk, I hold nothing back. I am completely filterless when I'm drunk. Now I don't
So there's a
have.
difference when you're sober?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference. I hold back a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. But when I'm drunk, fuck that. I don't hold back for shit.
He's better when he's
0.5.
drunk.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. So,
No filter.
at all. So basically,
Ever.
so he's sitting there. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking right at him in his eyes. After I look at her, and I'm just like, I look back at him, I was like, yeah, I just fucked her 10 minutes ago. It was like, yo, and the look on his face, he walked out immediately and he was texting her. He was just like, I'm calling corporate on this guy. I'm getting him fired. You're breaking up with him. There's no way in hell you're fucking with this kid anymore.
Damn.
It's just like, yo, I fucking hate this dude's guts. He has no respect for you. And I'm going to be 100% honest. I really didn't like her like that. Like, she was, like, literally, she threw pussy at me. And I was,
There's a hole to...
seriously, she literally threw pussy at me. She brought me into Washington Park and sucked my dick on like I was fucking dinner. Like, she treated me like I was dinner. You laid me
sound
out.
like such a typical dude right now. It's not even like...
But yo, she laid me out on a picnic table.
And here on the
That was
asshole with no
crazy.
confidence.
I'm sitting here loving the story, but
Yo.
still feeling like
I'm an asshole.
a dude story to tell. But it's amazing though.
Yo, she laid me out on the table like I was a plate of food. Like, she laid me out on
so
the
she
table.
was in the wrong, definitely. And you were in the wrong.
How was I in the wrong? I was honest.
Well,
I
first
told
of
her
all-
dad.
First of all, let's rewind. First of all, you shouldn't be getting drunk on the job.
Well, fuck
second
that
of all,
place.
Jesus.
Second of all, you never should have fucking told her father.
Well, I mean, I didn't. Well, I mean, I was drunk, and when I'm drunk, I don't care.
No, I
don't-
You should have fucking told him that.
It is what it is.
I mean, now you can't take it back.
Yeah, fuck
No,
it.
fuck
At that point, it was just like, fuck it. Like, he really just sat there in his work shirt in the middle of his workplace, told me in my face that he fucked my daughter. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I did. Like, the manager brought me into the office, like, you can't say that. I'm like, what do you mean I can't say that? Like, she's in my life now. Like, what do you want me to do? You want me to lie about it?
be out your life.
No, I mean, yeah, we did end up breaking up, though, because, you know, we did end up breaking up.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if she did it to one person, then she's gonna obviously do it to you.
Yeah.
I wasn't seeing like the whole lasting relationship coming from the girl who's blowing you in the park. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Wait a minute. Let's not knock women for blowing guys in parks, all right? Getting blown in the park is not the bad thing. If you're messing with a crazy girl, she's a crazy girl, period. It's not that the blowjob in the park is the
Well,
thing
I got a
that
question
makes
for
her
you,
crazy.
best friend.
All right.
I like these questions. I like questions. Questions are amazing. So, would you have laid me across the picnic table like a plate of food too, like she did?
No.
No.
I'm a classy bitch.
Oh, you're classy. Oh, so this is just bedroom only, huh?
Or a car.
Or a car? Oh, damn, car sex.
No, not car sex. I would blow you in a car.
Oh, just.
But I would not fuck you in a car.
Oh, okay.
There's not enough room for that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's like teenage shit anyway.
Right, exactly. I like it rough. I like to be thrown around a little bit. Like, there's not enough room for that in the car.
Oh, damn. I like this. I like where this conversation is going. I need to take another
I
shit.
mean, you.
What that translates to, Junior, is a lot of hair pulling, slight choking,
And I'm definitely not pulling out.
zero pull out.
Zero pull out. Zero.
Oh my god.
I'm going to be like, we're thinking of kid names by the time I'm done.
They're gonna be fucking red-headed crotch gremlins.
so bad. I have to live vicariously through my friends like Junior. Like, Junior, that's a great story. I have none of my own, but
No, I have stories. So, see, Chris doesn't want to tell his stories, but I'll tell.
well, mine are all comical. That's why
Exactly, but yours is actually good stories too. Like, you have some great stories as well.
that you can laugh at.
No.
Oh my god, this makes me so sad for you. Listen, I need to hear these stories.
Okay.
I've just accepted it.
Okay,
I stopped.
so me.
There's somebody out there for everyone.
There is.
God, yeah. How much does she cost?
Someone for everyone.
Yeah, boy, I've been hearing that since
shit.
I heard that in my teens, my
Oh,
20s, my
that's it.
30s. I've been hearing it in my 40s and 50s. Like, keep
See,
trying.
Wait, okay, so how old are you?
I'm pushing 40.
No, the fuck you're not.
So I've been hearing that since I was 12. Someone out there for everybody. I'm like, God, damn, the past 30 years I've been hearing that shit. Like,
Okay, so if you've been hearing it for so long, like, why are you so negative and hard on yourself?
I don't know.
There has to be a reason.
That's what I say. It's the fine line of like between arrogance and confidence. What's the difference?
I mean,
He has no confidence. You have no confidence.
But you have to have confidence.
Yeah, but then you
Because
risk-
if you're negative all the time, that's like
Yeah.
a complete turnoff for every female
Well-
you were ever talked to.
yeah, I turn it into comedy now. That's all.
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
that's also like girls can tell if you're joking.
Yeah,
Like with that fucking 500-word essay that you submitted
but it made these
to
guys
racial
laugh.
lesbian. I don't even know why you decided to do that.
And she's still gay, so
Clearly.
But wait, no. I'm gonna actually refute that because of the fact that I think that she might be bi-curious, and this is what tells me that. Why is she inviting guys to write her a 500-word essay? If you're inviting guys to write you a 500-word essay, unless
I think it was just a joke, honestly. But
you think it was just a joke.
yeah,
She
The thing is,
probably
though-
did it. No, she probably did it just to see what your fucking response would be.
The thing is, she still slept with him though. She's
well, no, not this situation.
Oh, this is a different one.
this is a different.
Wait.
yeah,
one.
sorry.
Okay.
There's,
I was gonna say, did
there's
she
multiple
or-
lesbians I've been with. So it's,
Yeah, he has like a circle of lesbians that he's been around. One of them sucked his dick and fucked him. Yeah, a lesbian sucked his dick and fucked him. Both.
she's back to girls though, because I'm just that disappointing. So like,
Oh my god, stop saying that.
Don't fall for this hype.
Yeah, he's trying to hype himself up. That's what I'm
With a
saying.
shitload of girls.
Alright, if your number is pushing 100 and you're like fucking saying this shit,
if my number was pushing 100, I wouldn't be here right now. Shit.
you'd be like Hugh Hefner.
God. Yeah.
No.
But
You know what?
Oh, on top of that, does the number matter to you guys?
No,
Yes.
hell no.
Well,
Really?
in terms of my partner, how many guys she slept with?
Oh.
Yeah.
Listen,
Oh, that's my
and
dick
I'll be
size.
honest with
Okay.
you.
Oh, that's okay.
No.
Well, I
I'll be
mean,
honest with you.
No.
That's a question I will never ask ever under any circumstances. I don't care if. And
I'm not gonna ask because I don't care.
I've never met a girl that brought it up on their own, and it's not something I ever
So you would never
ask.
just be like, hey, what's your body count?
Nah.
Nope, I don't care.
Nah.
You're my body.
you?
Absolutely not.
All right, Gollum.
My precious.
You know what I'm saying? If you're my body, I don't care about your body count.
Exactly.
That's my body now. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. My face is having a taste of that cookie. I don't care about the other guys that had your cookie.
Yes.
That means absolutely nothing to me. That is my cookie now.
As long as he's the one that's currently being smothered by you.
Exactly.
That's all that matters.
It's them cookies. You know what I'm saying? If that cookie is marinating with this milk, I'm all right with that.
Okay, so with
My
that being
God.
would you, after having sex with your partner,
Yep.
would you have an argument with them about how many times that they came?
Nope.
What?
Wait,
Nope.
An argument?
What?
Listen, she's talking about situations that happened in her previous relationship. That's a question of what happened in her previous
let me-
relationship.
Okay.
So you
Oh boy. This is what we drink for. Like,
so you guys had sex and
Yep.
then he decided to argue about how many times you came or how many times he came.
About how many times I came?
what was the argument for?
So he asked you if you came and you said yes, and then
Yes.
he wanted to know how many times,
Yes.
and you responded, and he got
And with
mad.
a number, and then he goes, is that more or less than the last time that we had sex?
Huh.
Am
That
I still better than the other people that you've been with?
Oh, that's a him thing.
Oh.
That's a him.
Yeah.
That's a his issue. That's not.
What did I tell you?
You were messing with a crazy.
What did
dude.
I tell you on the phone?
You were involved with
His
a crazy guy.
insecurity was the reason for the majority of your arguments. His insecurity. Because look at that. If he was questioning you on that, when you were like, who the fuck questions you on that? The fact that you got off makes a guy happy as fuck. Especially, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, oh, she got off? I'm like, oh, my head's fucking, I'm a helium fucking balloon right now. I'm a hot air
You
balloon.
guys can tell when a girl gets off, right?
Yeah.
It depends
So
how
no-
it depends how good she is.
No, listen. I used to believe
That's true,
that I could
too.
tell.
What do
telling
you
you.
mean?
Some women are very good at faking it.
Like I was about to get to that point.
Guys can't fake it because either
If I nut, what the fuck? I can't fake nothing.
yeah, it's just women.
I mean,
some
unless the
women are-
pussy's really trash. Like, if the
some
pussy's
women
really
are-
trash.
Some women are very good.
I think Chris did that one time. He ain't gonna admit it to nobody. Like when he was fucking his baby mother, I think he spit on her back, act like he nutted and walked away. He was like, "Oh my god, I nutted." Walked out the room. Not gonna lie, I did that a couple times. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I did that a couple of times. But the pussy was trash. I ain't even gonna
Here's
lie
a
to you.
pendulum. Junior's the asshole. I'm a pathetic loser. It goes up and down.
No, we perfectly balance each other. That's why we're childhood friends.
Because I have no confidence. He has too much confidence.
I'm a piece of shit. I'm a total piece of shit. I don't have too much confidence. I don't really have a lot of confidence. I just don't care. Like if I want to go talk to a female because I like her, I'm gonna tell her that I like her. I'm not gonna hold back. If there's something about a female that I like, I'm gonna tell her what I like about that female. I'm not gonna hold back on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there and be negative about myself while I do that. I'm gonna be all about her because I like her. You know what I'm saying? And women like that shit. Women like it when you're all about them, especially when you're talking to them, especially if you're trying to get with them, make it all about them. But this fucking guy, Josh, tried to make it about himself when he was writing that 500-word essay and just fucked up completely. That's why she said she wasn't interested, because he just fucked up completely. Half the shit was about him. It wasn't even about her. He was like, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm about this. I'm about that. No, the fuck you're not. All of it was lies. You're a piece of shit. You're just like Dr. Disrespect on Twitter. Like you're a piece of shit. Like, you know, it's just it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like people, it's amazing.
But I appreciate more the 500-word essay than the random fucking dick pics that I've been getting.
Exactly.
And most of them are fucking small. Like I have to search for that shit.
Eh,
You know what's crazy? Like this is a problem that only women have. Like dudes don't get random vagina shots.
no, we don't.
It just
We,
does not happen.
yeah.
I will only send them to the person that I'm dating.
And that's typically how women roll. Like
Yeah.
women will, if you're involved with a guy, he'll get the sexy pics. But dudes will be like, "Oh, this girl's cute. Click. She needs to see that."
She needs to see what I'm rocking with.
This is wild.
And I saw this on TikTok, and this is why I fucking love this post on TikTok, because it's like, what guys think that we do with the dick pic. Oh my god, like this is fantastic. I need to go and taste this. No, what we actually do is we show it to our friends. Like, look how pathetic this looks.
Damn. I've been there.
But, okay, so like if it's a good dick pic, then I'll be like, all right, like he's packaged, whatever. Like, all right, maybe I'll give him a shot, whatever. But the ones that I've been getting, like, bro,
Yeah.
you got like a 4-inch. Like, I gotta look for this shit.
Like you're almost a woman. This is a clit. Like what
What am I gonna do with that?
I mean, there's so much I can say right now.
What the fuck?
You leave it up to Al Slinging Dick Johnson
Like, I couldn't take a good dick pic with the camera on Zoom. Fuck,
to
like,
say to have comments talking about, oh, what the fuck, you almost got a clit.
No, listen, no lie. I've had conversations with a lot of girls that
Exactly, me
I've
too.
heard that.
Technically, you do though.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Jesus Christ.
I love this
I hate
girl.
this conversation so much.
I love this girl.
Like, whenever a woman brings up the point that, you know, a clit and a penis is technically the same thing, okay, we get it, but I mean, still, they serve different functions. We get it.
One's
You're
an innie,
right.
one's an outie.
Yeah.
I remember, what's her name, comedian,
I like
Tiffany
it.
Haddish.
Yeah.
She had like the funniest
Well, I would
explanation for
hope
it.
so. Why would you like an outie?
I don't.
I'll take
mean-
it. Fuck it.
Wait, hold on, rewind. What the
At this point, like,
You see the way she looked at me, right?
That shit caught my entire attention.
She was like,
why would you like an outie?
you see the way she looked at me, right?
Oh, God.
boy.
Well, I mean, if I'm gonna be your future wife, like I kind of need.
You damn
to
sure
know
I'm my
that shit.
future wife. Why does the fuck does this girl that looked like fucking Mrs. fucking Adams from the Adams Family like me on Tinder? Anyway,
Because she wants to try it.
fuck it.
You poor bastard.
Fuck
Be
it.
like, I am currently off limits.
Exactly.
Well, technically, no, because we're in an open relationship on Facebook.
I mean,
Damn.
here's the thing. Right.
Junior, pull the trigger, lock that down, son.
Okay. This is what
This is not the space to be playing around.
Okay, let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something. All right.
You posted that, okay?
Let me tell you something right
Oh
now.
boy, I need some more
All right.
alcohol.
This shit here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I suggested the open relationship, right? You know what I'm saying? Because we needed to get the thirst off her Facebook, right?
Lies. Rewind. Okay.
Okay.
Oh boy, it's getting good.
Okay. No.
Lies.
No.
Rewind.
I'll pull
You
up the
wanted
text.
to
I'll
know.
pull up the text. I said,
You said, no,
Thank-
you were in a relationship on Facebook, and I said, oh, word, you're in a relationship? That's super cute. And you were like, no, I got stalkers. How about we're actually in an open relationship? And I'd be like, that'd be really funny. So you did it,
exactly.
and I just kind of went with it.
Exactly.
But then, like, at the same time, it did help us both out. So
Exactly. See what I mean?
now I'm not getting random dick pics. Score.
Now I'm getting fucking hate messages like you're a piece of shit. Now the heat's coming to me. Now the heat's coming to me. Like I lost 5 friends on Facebook, and legitimately 30 minutes after I posted that I was in an open relationship. 5, like literally 5 friends in 30 minutes. One of the girls is just like, she blocked me. I can't even pull up her messages. She was like, she didn't even give me a chance to respond.
Why?
She was just like, oh, so you're just going to forget about what happened back in 2015? You're not going to try to date me or shoot your shot with me or anything like that? I'm like, what are you talking about?
So 5 years ago.
I was like, every day in 2015, I was drunk. I barely remember shit about 2015. 2015 was probably one of my worst years of my life. I don't give a fuck about 2015.
I'll remember 5 days ago.
It's like, oh, yo, women have very sharp memories.
Oh, they do.
Very sharp memories.
That's when Susan here. Susan fact checks everything we do. Like,
Yeah. So it's just like, when this girl was just like, oh, you don't remember?
Killed way too many brain cells.
I'll tell you. This girl was like, oh, so you're just afraid about the fact that I came in your room and sucked your dick while you was playing Destiny? What? I was drunk. I don't know you.
Girlfriend.
That is a good
you
girlfriend.
poor bastard.
That's
That is a
an
good
amazing
girlfriend. But I didn't know her. I didn't know who the fuck she was until she messaged me on Facebook, and I was like, oh, I remember you. Oh, I actually remember you. We actually did talk for a little bit, but I don't like you. So why are you messaging me still? Like, it was just like, Listen, Chris, you can't look at me like that, okay? I am an honest person. Okay, I cannot
See, I'm jealous of your sex life. I'm not jealous that at least I can grow a fucking full head of hair. So
Okay,
Karma's
okay.
a bitch.
Chris is angry. He's like, is Junior really down here complaining about a blowjob?
Oh God, you poor thing. Like,
I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying.
I mean, I have.
Oh my gosh, she actually loved it.
Oh boy.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
It's like girls like Jen, like, you know, all the flat chested chicks. Jen's like, God, I hate having big titties, and all the girls with A cups are like, fuck you.
That's recent. That's
I hate having these
Yeah.
things. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. No, like I literally just opened up it and was just like.
That is funny
like,
too. The
you're-
difference is, like you said, how many guys are just getting random fucking vagina pics off the internet?
We're
Like,
so
like
jazzed.
It doesn't
I mean,
happen.
the shit. I mean, like, you know, what I wouldn't pay to have that happen to me. Fuck. Like,
It doesn't. It probably happens. Like,
I had legit girlfriends.
super hot dudes. Like if a guy
I'm not
is
super hot. What the fuck? I'm fat.
What you're saying, but how many random vagina pics you get off the internet?
It happens to like the super hot dudes. It happens to what's his name that played Thor? He probably gets him.
Chris Hemsworth. Yeah.
Oh, I have this.
He probably
Oh,
gets him by the fucking bucket loads.
Jesus.
oh. Well, there was this girl that was playing mind games with me for a while. That she was sending me like a bunch
Boy,
of pictures of
I've been
herself. You know what I'm saying? Like she was playing. She was like, "Oh, I'm on the last straw with this guy. Like if I'm gonna break up with him, like, and then it's gonna be me and you.
No, you
this,
should
that, and the
never
third."
You should never send a cookie photo.
And then no, she sent me plenty of photos.
Why not?
She sent me plenty
That's
of photos.
only for your significant other.
Oh, okay. All right. Get it.
That is a really good point. That is an absolutely
I
good
mean,
point.
I'm taking notes.
realistically, you really shouldn't be sending any kind of photos like that to some random person.
Oh, but you get your own special album if I got something like that.
The funny thing is, I have female friends that like genuinely believe that their guy that they're involved with isn't showing anybody the pictures that they send them.
Exactly.
I'm like,
That
if
is
you,
why.
I was like, listen, to all women everywhere on the planet, anybody who might be an earshot of this podcast, your dude is definitely showing his friends the sexy pictures you send him.
Right.
Except me.
Because there is no reason for him to own those pictures other than to brag to his friends.
Right.
Like, so
Well,
I'm the one exception.
Here's the thing.
I don't count though. So
Okay, here's the thing, though, Al. Here's the thing. Here's the
I
thing.
feel so bad for you.
like Junior, I was dating a stripper. Junior was very good friends with my stripper girlfriend, and he never seen
You
a
were
single.
dating a stripper?
Yeah, but
Did she dance for you?
multiple times it was.
listen, like I said, don't feel sorry for this guy.
But
Yeah, don't. Yeah, exactly.
Don't feel sorry for him.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you feeling sorry
He's
for
a
him?
slut.
He fucked.
He's a man whore.
He fucked a lesbian, dated a stripper. Who are you to play victim?
You are not the
Oh my
victim.
god.
well, but
Now I don't feel bad for you anymore. What
actually,
the fuck?
I brought Junior to the strip club. My girlfriend made sure he got like a whole night of free lap dances. Too,
Yeah,
so.
I got a whole night of free lap dances because of his
They
girlfriend.
were running trains on Junior.
They really were.
Fucking asshole.
You know what's very effective about this guy? That whole thing that he does that makes you feel bad for him.
him.
I mean, they were taking turns lap dancing him. That's what my point was.
Okay, because like running a train on somebody is.
Well, they're
not-
running trains. It was like every girl in the club was taking turns with Junior giving him lap dances.
Yeah, every
And-
single
and-
stripper.
But the definition of running a train on
It was,
somebody is not dancing.
I mean,
Well, I mean, if I
at that point, I would have taken that.
Do you need a water bottle? Are you thirsty?
Oh, I've been thirsty for you for a while. What you talking about?
yeah,
Shoots, he score.
yeah, but
Shit, there's a corner store right down the street. There's plenty of water there.
yeah, but he never seen a single picture because I was like, if I fuck this up, this is never gonna happen again. So I was so
But then
scared.
there are also those dudes who are like, if you do decide to send those photos, there are some petty guys out there that will fucking
Yeah.
blast that shit all over social
Well,
media.
that's why
and
she
your
was-
reputation is fucking.
Oh, she had a
ruined.
lot of exes like that. Like every ex, she would tell me the horror stories why she initially didn't want to send it. I never asked her, honey, if you don't want to send them, and she's like, I do trust you because you're borderline a woman. So I'm like, okay, and so yeah, she sent me
Oh my
pictures.
god, shut up.
He knows this. The chick I was the one girl who's friends of mine. She's like, I might as well date you because you're basically a girl and I'm gay anyway. So she's like, you're like you'll be like fucking a woman. I'm like, yeah. So Junior, do you listen to her
Be
say
like
it?
fucking a woman. Does that mean like you're small then?
Anyway, let's move on. I know-
You said it.
I mean,
I'm
I've
just
never heard things like, ouch, that hurts, or it's too big, and shit like that. I mean, it's more like,
Well, the words that they actually say is just right. I like it, and it's good.
or like,
So there's no complaints.
I mean, one time it was like,
So okay, so with this being said, did the girls mainly go on top?
wow, that's a good one.
Because if the girl went on top, she definitely wasn't feeling it. Just like
I think it was a combination of both. It depended on the girl.
Because if she was on top more than you were on top, then that's the
I don't know.
only-
I never
it's the
thought about
only
that.
way that she gets off.
I never thought about that. I was just happy just the fact it was happening. So
I'm just gonna throw that one out there.
Wait, do you like being on top?
I mean, if I can't feel it.
Damn.
that's why.
But I'm just saying in general.
I mean, sometimes.
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 But other times you just want somebody to just grip and just take over and just.
I like to be the submissive.
Oh, okay. Okay. I like all these questions. I like asking questions. Where's Sue so I can ask her a question?
I'm a believer in buying toys. Like I bought her Jackrabbit. She was for her birthday. Oh my god, honey, I'm so happy to get this fucking Jackrabbit. I can't wait to try it out. And I'm like, you're way too happy about me buying you this Jackrabbit, but you know, it's glad she broke it in and she was happy with her Jackrabbit toy. You're thinking about me, and I'm like, yeah, because at least the Jackrabbit can satisfy you. Like,
You satisfied her because she told me that you did.
emotionally, yes, I did.
She told me that you sexually
She had to
satisfied
pause.
her.
She was like, wait a
I
second.
really don't.
I had to pause because it was just like,
Look, don't get sucked into the pity party.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm trying to refute everything he's saying.
This particular girl. Was she mainly okay? Like I'm gonna keep reiterating. If she was on top more often than you were, it was because she was just trying to get off.
Shit, I don't know. I'm a very practitioner in foreplay, so. Like the first time we had sex, she's like, "It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be." I'm like, "Fuck!" Like, well,
Oh my god, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
yeah, exactly. I've had ask Junior. He can.
That's
confirm.
actually a compliment for him.
God damn.
What you need to swallow?
Oh God. Anyway,
No.
I was waiting for him to ask. I was waiting for him to ask.
I'm mad that she read my mind.
Beat you to the punch.
She did. She did. All these drinks in my system,
God.
I couldn't even generate the
As
words.
soon as she said it, I was like, and
My dad is used to me. My dad is used to me already. The questions that follow every other statement.
Spitters or quitters.
God.
facts.
Wow.
Your stock just went up 20 points.
I'm about to invest.
You better. 100% investment, my
Oh
man.
shit.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I have no filter. Fuck it.
Hey,
I love it.
It's the right place for this.
Hey, this is definitely the right place for it. I'm telling
We
you
are
right
not
now.
PC. Like,
Yeah, it's fuck PC culture. PC culture can suck my dick. As opposed, and Dr. Disrespect, you can definitely gargle the balls, bitch.
I hate that motherfucker.
I hate that fucking piece of shit.
I hate all streamers.
I will murder him in Call of Duty. I've already said that. I'm going to say it again. I challenge you to
Moving on
gunfight.
from the video games. I'm over it.
What? Why don't you play video games with me?
No.
Why not?
See, how many?
I'll teach you how to shoot.
It's me.
I was always told that females are not allowed to play video games.
That's definitely not true. You can definitely pick up the controller with me, and that's going to make you even. Goddamn! I'm throwing all your. I'm throwing all your Plan Bs away.
If you
I'll
play,
just watch you play the video games, and then I'll just entertain myself. Other
See, that's
Oh no, you can
if you
entertain
play
me
Call
while
of
I'm
Duty
playing
with
video
Junior,
games.
you'll own his soul.
Pretty much. Pretty
you
much.
already do.
She already
You're
does.
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
She does own my soul already.
Alice, she has something we don't.
I'm gonna tell you right now, she already owns my soul. Goddamn, take it wherever you want to go.
Jesus Christ. Anyway,
Oh man.
you got more topics before I get into news stories?
Well, the one topic that I definitely did want to talk about is businesses are starting to open back up. Crossgates Mall is open with 35% of the stores open, including clothes stores, some sneaker stores, and Best Buy has been open the entire time where I work, unfortunately. And
Love it. Shut up.
I do. I do. When I'm texting you, it's even more fun. But anyway,
It
so
pays the bills. That's what matters.
Pretty
Damn right.
much.
So, and then most of the food court is open besides I think like 2 places. Saburo's is closing, but I think another place is going there. Popeyes is going there. Amazon's coming to Crossgates, and then there's another store that's coming.
Amazon is coming across here?
Yep, Amazon's coming to Crossgates.
Amazon is taking over the world.
So Amazon's Amazon is actually Amazon's in Syracuse too at Destiny Mall. Amazon is also in Boston, Amazon, and I'm talking about the stores. Now, what products do they sell in those stores? I got kind of the scoop on that. They pretty much sell a lot of what Best Buy sells in their stores, but their online service is impeccable. Not even gonna hold you. Like, I order from Amazon, and literally, like, I ordered a few things from Amazon 3 days or less. I'm getting it. Like, no questions asked. It's coming to my doorstep at the date that they said it's coming. Like, they don't play games with that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
I mean, it's not everything, but for me personally, I'm just talking about my own personal experience. You know.
I ordered something back in April, and I just got it a week ago.
Well, you got to
be
understand too. Yeah, you got to understand too. In April, they were actually, that's when the biggest furloughing
But
happened.
I got everything else that I've ordered.
Yeah.
This fucking nail kit that I ordered took fucking 2 months.
They have to build it from scratch.
What are you gonna do? Put the powder together? Fuck this shit.
I'm not even going to lie to you. It's just like with COVID-19 has changed a lot of stuff, and a lot of people are very ignorant about it. Like, they come in and they be like, I don't want to wear a mask. Then why are you here? Because it's literally a law. It's a law that businesses can get fines on for you not wearing a mask. Like, don't be ignorant. Like, just wear the mask, comply, let everything die down, and then we can get back to normal faster. That's what people don't seem to understand. Your rights aren't being taken away. They're being suggestive with what to do to stop the spread so people can so we can get back to a normal life faster. But people don't seem to understand that. You know, people just think that our rights are being taken away because the government is trying to give us some mandates. And it doesn't make any sense. There was this military vet that I talked to about COVID-19, and he was giving me a bunch of insight about it. He is a sergeant. And he was talking to me about a lot of things that's happening with COVID-19. One of the biggest things that's happening with COVID-19 and with people in the United States and stuff like that is a lot of people aren't complying because they don't have a reason to. They're just not complying to simply not comply. When they're not going with the procedures, like when they walk into a store and they tell you, hey, listen, no mask, no service.
Get out.
You know what I'm saying? That they walk in without a mask and then they get mad when they're not served. Like, there's signs everywhere, but you choose to ignore this. You choose to act entitled. You choose to say, well, I'm an American, so that doesn't apply to me. Newsflash, asshole. Americans are making these laws. It's not like these laws are coming from Russia. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, the laws in the United States are not coming from Russia. They're not coming from China. They're not coming from Tokyo. You know, these are laws that are made by other American people. These are executive orders signed by American people that's telling you, a fellow American, hey, wear a mask to go in here. Tokyo, Japan is the most crowded place on earth. It has been that way for many years.
Oh.
They only had 1,000 deaths. And it's the most crowded place in the world. They shut nothing down. All they did was everybody was to wear a mask. And that's what everybody did. And they had 1,000 deaths. What does that say about America? If the most crowded place on earth can only have 1,000, but we as Americans just can't wear a mask for 2 weeks, what is the problem? This guy asked me a question. I'm going to answer it. His name is Matt. Matt, I'm going to shout you out. He was my Uber driver. And he asked me, he told me to talk about this in the podcast. He said, if masks are safe, why did businesses shut down? It was a legitimate question. Legitimate question. If masks are supposed to keep you safe, if masks is to limit the spread, because it's not a 100% chance. It's like wearing a condom. It's still a 97% chance that you're not going to get the girl pregnant. Like, if you wear masks, even though you're close, it's still not 100% that you're protecting yourself. It's just a lower chance. You know what I'm saying?
Also, the fact that there are other ways to spread you could spread it through touch.
Exactly.
As well,
well, that's why they have the 6 feet.
Yeah. They have the whole 6 feet rule.
How many of us are really obeying that?
I mean, clearly. Just saying.
Oh, I'm always in her bubble.
I was about to say Junior is definitely not obeying that.
I'm gonna catch it. Fuck it.
So it's just like, you know, I will risk it all. COVID-19, shit, bring SARS and fucking all that other shit over here. I'm risking it.
Dude,
I'm in that
on a
bubble.
side note, because you know you weren't our perverts, unlike Molly, but do you have certain limitations of like, you know? It's hard to ask this, but like, obviously, fucking AIDS is the end all be all. But like, what if a chick was so fucking hot where it's like, what if she had something? Like, what is there certain lines you would draw where it's like, you know what? Well, she's got like, you know, she got herpes, but it's Amber Heard. So I'm saying,
I was about to make the
Well, with
comment that
that being said, I mean, it's a fucking condom. That way you don't get it.
no,
if,
but
There are ultra thin condoms that make it feel like you're not wearing a condom.
it's a point like from a
if
guy's.
Amber Heard has it, I want it.
That's the answer I expected. Because it's hard. There's guys I've known that listen. It's if this chick is hot enough to be like, you know what, man, I just gotta go to the hospital, get a needle on my dick, and it's all right. Like they don't give a shit. Like
But that's something that you have for the rest of your life.
it depends on what
COVID,
it
like
is.
you're just gonna deal with it like it's a flu.
Yeah.
It's
Kind
either
of.
going to kill you or you're going to get over it. So.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but there's some chicks.
But if you have AIDS or HIV, like you're
Well,
gonna
that's what I'm
have that for
saying. Well,
the rest of your life.
but they said like, well,
and then you also have that potential of like if you're a female, you could also potentially give that to your child.
yeah.
So there are things that you need to think about.
These guys don't think. They just see a pussy and want to fuck. They don't think about shit like that. And then they got the, oh my God. I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to call this guy John.
So, totally just went off topic.
Yeah.
Just
We're gonna talk about John. His name is John. All right.
Is that his real name?
No, it's not his real name, but I'm gonna call him John. All right. He purposely fucked with a girl that had gonorrhea.
I actually was gonna say I
Now,
have stories of friends with.
now, he knew that this girl had gonorrhea. Knew it,
Damn.
right? Paperwork and everything that was posted on Facebook.
Right in our corner. Actually, right next to you. No, it's right next to you. Actually,
No.
Like,
Are you looking for the bathroom? If you go
You
around,
want to show her?
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you the bathroom.
That's why I'm not-
Huh? I got you. Yeah, I'll show you. The bathroom.
Molly needs the bathroom.
My toilet is My toilet is spotless too. I clean that toilet. So
Oh, you're a man who cleans.
I just cleaned it. It's like Jay. It's got the blue.
That's his feminine side rearing up again.
Exactly.
My fat ass has to move
That's
through
right.
this shit.
Shit.
Like a
Knock it
goddamn-
off.
She's a finished
Knock it
person
off.
in her.
You know you're not fat.
Well, I say Jen. Jen sends me a text. She goes, "Well, Chris, you want to put a messenger?" I'm like, "Get your chubby ass down here. Fuck, like, you're a 15-minute drive over." Like, anyway. So, anyway, I want their lovebirds doing shit. But how's your day been?
Listen, my day has been wonderfully delicious.
Yeah.
My sister's been cooking her fucking face off, and
God.
I've been stuffing my face with shrimp linguine. And then she topped it off by grilling ribs.
Nice.
So I was at home constantly just eating and eating. This is why I'm fat. And I'm happy.
I'm still full off the buffet. I was so disappointed. Like, I can't make it today. I'm like, you fucking.
Listen, I was all getting ready to go. I shit you not. I was getting up. I had my clothes on ready to go. My sister's like, "Oh well, I'm cooking. I got this." I was like, "You're doing what?" I was like,
Yeah. Actually, I'll say this now because I wanted to say this because I sent you this text, but Junior and I told this to Jen too in a text message. I want to talk to her about this, but she's not here. And also Susan, I re-listened to 20 and stuff too, and like when we got into the couple and the gated community thing, and because Jen sends me a text, she goes, "Hey, like how things went." I'm like, "Great." She goes, "I think Sue may have sent her text like did Al and Elliot like argue or get into a fight or nothing?" I was like, "By all means, no." I listened to it. I'm like, it's just two guys that are friends just bullshitting on a topic for good. It probably took about 25 minutes, but I'm like, at no point were there any kind of like Elliot wanted to dick you or you said hate Elliot or something too. It's just too honestly
it's not even worth addressing.
Yeah,
It's like
that's what I'm saying. But the
me and
fact-
Elliot aren't enemies. We're not
I
gonna fight each other. He has his opinions, I have mine, and we discuss. That's it.
Exactly.
Like, that's just all.
But
That's what the whole podcast
I just wanted to
is
address
about.
it, just saying, like, I think a lot of people they may listen to like these are what friends do that are friendly setting. We're just talking about just general bullshit and saying like, and there was no point where like after we pressed stop and Susan went upstairs, you, me, and Elliot spent like an hour and 15 minutes talking about anime for like over an hour. If we all hated each other, that wouldn't happen. And like, and it's like Elliot speaks so highly of everybody here. It's like this is just people bullshit. We're not arguing or threatening. It's just. I think maybe like I can imagine if like maybe Sue would have said to Jen, I think things got heated with Elliot. Now like I listened to it, there was none of that shit. We're just friends bullshitting, like People can have fucking strong opinions on stuff. We weren't arguing. You know, nobody.
I have strong opinions
For
on
the
a lot of
records,
stuff.
There was no fight between me and Elliot.
No.
Huh?
And I've talked to him since then too. Yeah, he laughed it off like, yeah, it's just there's I think sometimes when people get into the moment, some people may take it the wrong way. Like, no, nobody argued.
I think part of my problem is like when I'm having a discussion, especially when I've had enough liquor in me.
Yeah, it's same thing too. Well, Elliot was drunk, and he's the first one to say I'm overly drunk. But he goes, Al, even drunk, he's like, Al, I respect you. You're a wonderful person. I may want to suck your dick. Like, because Carlton last night, he goes,
knock it off. Don't put Elliot in that light.
No, because we were playing Xbox last night, Junior and Elliot and Carlton. Carlton's like, Elliot, I listened to the podcast. He goes, you start getting drunk, you get all fucking lovey-dovey. Like, Al, I respect you so much. You're like a father figure to all of us.
Remember that night where
Al's my
Junior,
father.
Me, you, and Junior were like, I love you, man.
Oh, yeah.
I love you, man.
Listen,
Al is my father.
like, it was fun last night because Carlton wants to
Junior is my adopted son.
Carlton wants to catch
inherit
you on
my
the
empire.
podcast. He wants to come down. He goes, sometimes I wonder if you guys should take 2 or 3 hours. Say, Carlton, it's like you haven't actually been down here yet. When you're talking and drinks are flowing, you're having a good time. You look at the clock and 2 hours pass by. Then like 2.5 hours pass by. I said, you can't put like a limit on this shit because Carlton's like, I wonder if sometimes maybe you guys talk too long. And I'm like, when you're doing this stuff, you don't think about it. And so
That's true.
you talk about one topic, you'll spend 45 minutes talking about one thing. And you look over at the clock and...
From his point of view, it's like this. If you're looking if you're looking for a podcast online and you see like a 3-hour podcast, you might not be as ready to listen, you know?
Yeah. But he said he just wanted...
What is happening here?
Was the bathroom clean? That's all I care about.
No, I just did something stupid.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know me.
No,
you know.
I made sure that toilet's fucking scrubbed down because that's one thing I'm anal about. I'm anal about this.
Oh
shit.
yeah, you're definitely passionate about your toilet.
No, because Susan's as a female, she's been to guys that she's friends with, and she was crazy. Like she can't sit. Like when a woman has a hover over a toilet seat to fucking pee, I'm like, that's disgusting. Bro.
That's fucking disgusting.
And I'm never like that. So it's like that's one thing I'm anal about my hygiene with my bathroom. Like, ugh.
If she has to do that, it would be bye, gotta go.
Yeah, and she
did
did.
my own bathroom.
And
I'm
she,
like, what the fuck?
she did afterward. No, she left this house. She was, I'm never doing that again. I'm like, fuck, that's disgusting.
No, I'd walk in and be like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
This is completely off topic, but like hygiene is so fucking important
There are people around.
because
Behave yourself.
How's he doing?
I can't behave myself.
If you want to jerk off, go outside.
oh, he's going the other way with that. He's not trying to jerk himself off. He's trying to get somebody else off.
Facts.
Anyway, what were you saying, Alan?
I'll say like this is how weird hygiene, like your perception of hygiene is. Like it's like people's perception in general. Like your sense of smell is so wonky that it'll throw people off. Like if you walk into a room and it's filthy, but it smells like sanitizer and bleach, you'll feel like you're in a clean room, even though you can see that it's dirty. And you could walk into a room that's spotlessly clean, but if it smells shitty, you're gonna feel like you're in a disgusting room. Like it's weird.
No, and Junior knows this too. I have a bloodhound sense of smell. Like when Molly was outside, I could smell her perfume already. Like I don't know.
Smells good.
No, but what I'm saying, but like I just knew before you even let her in the house, I already just smelled the perfume from the outside window. Like I've got a fucking.
He is a bloodhound. He does have a bloodhound.
But compared to
like he like every time I come to his house immediately after work, he's like, God damn, you must have fucking worked stupid, or you smell like fucking sweat, feet. I was like, dude, I'm not even in the fucking house yet. Like Jesus.
Well, also too.
I always smell like rainbows and butterflies.
Damn right.
Well, these guys know.
And you don't fart.
Because being that the
rainbows, butterflies,
the occupation that I work at,
and all sorts of yummy things.
The kind of smells I get.
Waiting for it.
There are so many people come on to my job, and like the things I gotta smell on a daily basis. Fuck, like I bring air freshener and cologne to work every day just to hose down customers. Like, god damn.
Talking to, like you say that, I was at work for like the past 3 days or so. Where the humidity was so high. I get to work at 7:00 in the morning, and it's hot. The humidity is up.
Yep.
The heat is up. I'm at 7:05. I'm covered in sweat, and I got to go through the entire day like this. Like my undershirt, my underwear, my socks are wet, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ! I got to go. It's hard. It's a horrible feeling. It's the worst fucking feeling in the world. Like, and somebody needs to hurry up and please invent man pads. Something we could tuck between our butt cheeks for when we have swamp pads. Because swamp pads is a horrible feeling.
Just get a pad. Oh, by the way, I love your fucking sticker that's on the back of your toilet.
Oh yeah.
It literally says you cannot flush down a pad.
Yeah.
A female fucking should know this.
Well, I don't live with the most intelligent people, so.
I mean, then you need to.
I actually had
the people you hang out with.
Yeah. Well, we can't control our
Just
family.
saying.
Well, like much like Junior would know, we can't control our family, so.
Oh. Wow, violation. I'll take that statement back.
Listen, I have a mother, 3 sisters, and a female cousin, all in my life, and at one point lived with me. I was the only boy in the house, so you think they would know these things, but
I have a 400-pound father
My mother
who broke
taught me
toilet
this when
seats
I
and
was a
blamed me for
child.
it.
my sisters aren't that smart.
Stop it.
They're not.
Have more respect for your sisters.
These 2 have met them. They're not that smart, and one's beating her boyfriend on a daily basis.
Yeah, Xena the warrior princess.
If my
Listen, the reality
brothers
is-
talked about me this way, I would be so upset.
No, the reality is not
I'd be
that they're
happy
not
to be
smart. It's that they're just very free-spirited is the term I'd use.
They're
They
idiots.
just do whatever they want to do, basically, and it's it's impressive though. You gotta respect it.
I'm telling you, we're trying to schedule Kai and her boyfriend Moody, but like it's hard because like I think today they're back together. It's hard to tell
Listen, what we're gonna have to
Schedule? What do
do
you mean schedule?
because
get them down here for the podcast.
my sister and her boyfriend, they break up and they go back together on a daily basis, but it depends on how much he's kicking his ass that day. So it's like, or how many black eyes he's gotten today. It's shit like that. Like
Oh wow.
this poor
He's in an abusive relationship.
Yo,
He is definitely
Abusive
100%.
relationships are not fun.
okay,
Get out.
okay, but with him though, all right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If you throw a brick at me, if you throw a brick
she
at
threw
me,
a brick at him a couple days ago.
I'm throwing something heavier at you. I'm gonna throw a fucking picnic table. Like if you throw.
Wait, rewind, pause. Can you even pick up a picnic
Oh, I
table
damn
by
sure can pick
yourself?
well, he could try.
I can definitely pick up a picnic table by myself.
gonna
We can
pull-
go test it right
You
now.
pull your back out.
Oh no, definitely not. I'm actually a lot stronger than you think I am. I lift washers and dryers
Man
and
strength.
and chest freezers out of a 130 degree truck.
That's gonna come in super handy, I promise.
Oh, it will.
Boy,
Shoot, you try going in that truck when it's 120 degrees and unload chest freezers for like freaking like yo. I swear that one truck that came in, it was like 260 pieces, and it was like 120 chest freezers. I was
Well, then
like,
you'll never have to go to the gym.
geez, I just need to stop eating
you
stupid
can tell
shit.
by his manly 6-pack he's got going right now.
This 6-pack right here is delicious.
Yeah, but nobody wants the typical. Nope. I mean, like when you get older, you want
Oh,
the dad
Jesus,
bod.
we're old.
Oh, I got the dad bod, but my dad's
I
bod is
don't-
different than the regular
I don't
dad
buy
bod.
into that hype.
Yeah, because
I mean,
What do you mean?
see, I hang out with the wrong females though. Like,
Because I hang out with females all the time. I talk
Yeah.
to females all the time, and I mean, I have no doubt that there are some girls who's like dad bods are great, but on average,
yeah.
If you have the dad bod, that means that like you're confident in yourself, and on top of it, if you have a job, a good job, then you're stable. What else is there to
Okay.
ask for?
Like I was saying, we'll have Al takes his shirt off, Chris Hemsworth takes his shirt off. Let's see who gets more
exactly,
pussy. Like,
exactly.
let's-
See, but I don't look at that. Like me personally, I need to vibe with you.
I don't even believe you right now.
I don't.
No, like I legit, like I don't care.
No, I get it. That
Yeah.
because that's true of men and women. Like when you vibe with somebody, right? Like you make a connection, it's great. But before you make that connection, before you know that person and you like that person, it's typically a physical attraction. It has to be like everybody. It's just what you see on the outside.
Some girls don't care. There are some girls who truly don't
Every
care.
girl cares. I don't care what anybody.
You think so?
I'm telling you, if she's straight and she likes men, she thinks Thor is sexy. That's
I
a
mean,
fact.
yeah,
Or Captain
but-
America, like whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, but then when it comes down to it, I need to have a conversation with him. If he sounds stupid and can't hold a conversation with me, then sorry, honey, but you just lost like
he's talking about-
1,000 fucking points.
But also about the initial attraction. The initial attraction. So when you see a guy pull his shirt off and he looks like Chris, whatever, anybody, he's ripped versus a guy with like a massive beer belly. It's like, oh, it's
Because
But
at the end of the
I'm
day,
not just gonna go off of that. Like I'm not just gonna go
yeah, but
and fuck somebody just because they look good. Like I'm gonna try and have a conversation with them first because I'm not just going to spread my legs for every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Well, there are a lot of women that do.
Yeah.
I need to.
All the ones I'm attracted to, like.
I need to be able to have a conversation with you and have a vibe with you, and if sex isn't happening, then I should be able to have an adult conversation with you about adult things, and actually be okay with that.
I need an adult.
You need a babysitter.
I need an adult.
I mean, what you say from a logical standpoint makes perfect sense, right?
But reality,
from practicality, I just don't buy it. Like,
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Al.
Those are the females that you've had in contact with.
yeah,
Correct me if I'm wrong.
you're right.
all of them.
Okay. But there are the few, the 5% that are out there like me.
That's kind of high, but
5%.
5%, I mean,
massive percentage.
5% is a very small percentage of the females who do not give a flying fuck.
I think the percentage is too big. I think it's more along the lines of 1.3.
He said 1.3.
That's higher than I would have given.
Really seriously.
I mean,
Then you're fucking with the wrong females.
well,
If they can't hold a conversation with you, just simply to hold a conversation with you when all they're thinking about is sex, that is not a real human being.
That's why we're cursed. That's why we're cursed.
I don't know.
well, I'll tell you one thing. I mean,
It's called being an adult.
I've had a few. You know what I'm saying? I fucked a few girls. You know what I'm saying? In my life, you know, and I'm fat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fat and I fucked girls. You know what I'm saying? And I've had a few sexual partners and a lot of one night stands, especially when I had the Savage House. But the thing was just that.
Oh God.
The reason behind that. Okay, I'll tell you about the Savage House another time, but I'm gonna finish the story first. But the thing was just that a lot of girls, they just want to fuck.
That's like that. I swear to God,
Introduce
that's
them to me, please.
But
Like
that is the
that's
current-
also the age.
Like they don't care.
I mean,
that's not the age because grown adult women my age
I met my sister.
they're doing the same thing.
They just want to fuck.
It's
They
just a
don't
sex
care.
thing.
They don't
It's
care
not-
who.
They actually.
They just
I
wanna
know
fuck.
women right now that actually get annoyed with guys that try to get to know them. Like they have a whole problem with it. It's like I don't want it. This is not what I'm here for. I'm like
It's the generation. It's the mindset.
When they sign up for like their dick appointments or whatever the case is, or the things they're doing, they're not trying to get to know people. They don't want to get to know you. They don't want to be your friend.
They don't care how you
They
doing
don't wanna
today.
Show up, get
Fuck
busy,
your
and
day.
leave. Yeah,
You better be naked by the time I get in the door.
that's just a fact. And I mean,
Then you're fucking with the wrong bitches. Point blank.
It's not like I'm shooting my shot at like one or two. I'm saying on a grand scale, and I'm even talking about from the perspective of guys
so
I
don't
know.
get me wrong. Like, if you're both on the same page and like it's your friends, but you're just fucking each other just to fuck, like it is what it is. But you can't just.
But that's where a lot of, I can't even say most. It's unfair to say most.
Well, I mean, like, no, you're not wrong in that situation because a lot of people don't want to get to know each other. It's the time that we're in. But there are a few of us. There are a few of us that actually want to.
You want a bond. It's called a bond. You want a bond.
Yeah, I want a bond.
You want more than just sex.
Yeah.
Well, the three
Because I'm more than just a fucking pussy.
The three of us have talked about this in several podcasts, that this is my problem, is that I feel like someone like me, I was born in the wrong generation, because that mentality, I feel like, applies to people that are born in the 40s and 50s and 60s, because nowadays, everything you said just doesn't apply to the average person. Like, Junior has broken this down where, like, everything now is just like me.
Oh no,
fuck,
like
fuck.
I've definitely been born in the wrong generation. Like
A lot of us have.
I definitely should have been born in the 50s and 60s. I should be the one that, as a female, not all females are like this, but I feel like doing the laundry is my responsibility.
Wow, that's
doing
fucking...
the cooking is my responsibility.
You must not be on social... Yeah. Exactly. you are not... You do not have a Twitter account. There's no fucking way. Like,
You know,
taking care of the kids is my responsibility.
Holy shit.
Listen to me. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Is her name Molly or Ethel?
I need a serious answer from you. How?
I'm happy with a guy just fucking taking out the goddamn trash. Like, shit. I I am not asking for
I'm
much.
not drunk enough for this.
Al, I am so ready for your question. I am super
Holy
ready
Make
for
her
your
a
Christ.
question.
priority in your life, and I will
No.
take care of you like you have no idea.
Junior.
She is lying for the podcast.
Junior,
No, I'm not.
my advice to you is to go out and get a fucking ring.
Yo, you want a loan?
Because there aren't a lot of these around.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me, when we text,
Jesus
when we
Christ.
text, I'm not going to talk about our text messages, but believe me, when I tell you these are the sort of conversations that we have on a regular basis. You know, this is my best friend right here, but I'm like, God damn, I got to graduate from the friend zone at some point because this is.
My curiosity
But, like,
is how did
how
you?
I was, but this is how I was in my last relationship, and I got shit on because I was an
Because
awful.
because he
I
was a
an
piece of
awful-
shit. No, he was a piece of shit. The problem is
Because
Exactly.
I was a piece of shit.
No, you were not.
Because
problem
I
is-
wasn't cleaning the way that he wanted.
Oh,
And
get
then-
the fuck.
I'm not even kidding. Within the first month of us dating, I literally got mad at him for trying to make the bed because he was fucking it up. You are not supposed to be making the bed. That is my responsibility. I don't know what the fuck you were doing right now, but this is not supposed to be happening.
Al, I see your face. I know exactly what you want to say.
But the thing is this. My thing is this.
I'm so
There
depressed.
are the girls that think like you. Always, for some reason, choose the guy that will never appreciate that. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's almost like nature designed us that way. Like, it's
If I could find that person, that would be fucking fantastic. But
No, that ain't Junior.
He's right there. Junior,
that's why we're really good friends.
put a ring on it.
I'm about to sell this food.
Let's see, we're the opposite though, because I haven't known Al as long as Junior, but I've grown up with Junior since he was in fucking diapers. I'm the opposite where it's like I'm the one who does like the laundry, I do the sewing, I do the fucking cooking, I do the cleaning, I change the diapers. I said if she gets home off work, I rub her feet. You know, it's like I said I'm the polar opposite where I'm borderline am the woman because I do everything that's because I have 3 sisters and being that I had 1,000 female friends in high school, this is all I ever heard about. This is how a guy should act. But then since then, this is
No.
Well, see, I would date people.
Yo, she is rejecting your existence from her core. In her soul, she feels like your essence is wrong.
Someone's got to do the
I'm not okay with this in any way, shape, or form.
someone's got to do the fucking dishes. She wasn't doing them. Like there's flies buzzing. Like
I mean, like, I get it. Like, if I'm since I do work 2 jobs, if I come home...
2 jobs, fuck. Like
Junior.
Jesus Christ,
Junior.
man. Really?
Oh, I know that. I already contacted Zales. Relax.
I mean, I had girlfriends where their ideal work was getting up out of bed once a day. Like fuck. Like,
What?
man.
I go to work from 7 a.m. until 3:30, and then, depending on the day, I work until 10 o'clock at night.
I hate my
Junior,
wife.
what I expect from you is to marry her,
And
to buy
I
a house, and to have children.
Okay, Dad.
Still do the laundry.
I've never had, and
I still do
I'm
the
saying this as
cleaning.
someone turned
If
39.
I'm begging you to just simply help me out and do the dishes, like, it really shouldn't be that.
As someone who's turning 40 soon, I've never had any relationship, and Junior's seen the 200 I fucking had. That someone took out the garbage, someone cooked dinner for me, someone made the bed for me, someone did the laundry for me. It's like I never had done.
No,
that
like, that's
shit.
my responsibility. Like, that's how I grew up.
Holy
You
shit!
take out, as a man,
Oh.
you are supposed to take out the trash. I take care of everything else.
Let me stop you right there. This is a very important question.
My soul hurts.
Do you have sisters?
No,
Okay. All right, never mind.
I am the only female. I am the middle child.
Now listen, I have some money saved away. Like I mean, 1 strand of hair, some spit in a cup. I mean, cloning.
I'm gonna sell my
cloning
kidney
is
next
getting
week.
better. You know, it's
I'm
like,
selling my kidney next week, and I'm gonna go to Zales.
Cloning is not perfected yet, but you know, it's we're
gotta
getting
go.
there.
Is this like not natural? Like, I don't
No,
understand.
you got to understand.
Why
In
think
this
we're all
generation,
single for? Like-
in this generation, females consider that a privilege, not a responsibility.
Like, I could
No,
tell you
that is,
this.
like, that's. I mean, like, it's not a responsibility. It's just what I do.
I can tell you this right now. I know women right now that would be super pissed at you for
Fucking
those statements that
God
you make.
damn you.
Like, I know women right now that will be so angry at those things that you
But
just said.
why though? But that's who I am. I'm not
Because
hurting
they've been
anybody.
told-
But
they've
I'm
been
not
told
hurting
that
anybody.
You're not. They've been told that they shouldn't. Like, and I get it. This is my thing is this, and I stand on this, and I'll argue with anybody all day long. It should always be like her right to choose the kind of life that she wants to live. If you want
Right.
to be a wife, then do that. If you want to be
Trophy wife.
if you want to be a woman that works and makes money, to do that. If you want to do both, do that. Do what you want to do. But there are people that they drew a line. They're like, you can't be a wife because this sets the feminist movement back all these years. And I know women that will be like livid at those statements.
Yeah.
And they can be. They can feel however they feel, but I'm still gonna do what I want to do.
And the thing is,
And I will-
love this girl.
No,
I
like
love
at the
this
end of
girl.
the day, if I'm in a relationship,
I wanna cry.
I make sure that I'm the one doing the laundry. You touch the laundry,
I need a
it's an
pizza.
absolute argument immediately off the bat.
Junior.
I mean, listen,
Don't-
you will never see me touch a laundry basket again.
Walk in the house
I'm
like,
asking-
fuck the laundry.
All I'm
Laundry?
asking-
Not for me.
Nani?
Yanni?
And like, all I'm asking is to just, growing up, that's just what it was. Like, the female did the laundry, the dusting, the taking care of the kids, like, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
if you decided to help, we're not gonna, like, yell at you for it.
No,
But you can't, definitely the laundry is the female responsibility. You guys will fuck it up every time.
The past
You
10
can do,
years.
like, you can just do the dishes. If I can't get to it. If I cannot get to it. Other than that, don't fucking touch shit.
I've definitely in the past at least 10 years she died.
I'm just saying.
It's been 11 years now since my grandmother passed away, who was owner of this house, and I've said this on social media. So like I was saying, this whole new super anti like male ultra feminist movement, so many women are against that. And I constantly argue this point. So listen, my grandmother and my grandfather, they were they argue like anybody else too, but I get sick and tired of this whole thing where like, women can't do these things. I said, listen, my grandmother, yes, she didn't work. My grandfather worked all fucking day. He worked 15, 16 hours, and she stood home, took care of the kids, did laundry, did sewing, everything you're talking about. And never in my lifetime did that make my grandmother less of a person because she did that shit. I'm like, I would take her to any modern quote-unquote feminist. I'm like, fuck all you guys. My grandmother was the strongest, bravest, most powerful, smartest person I've ever fucking met in my lifetime.
Well,
And she was tolerant and she was respectful.
Yes, because she stood home and
But-
took care of the kids.
Yup.
But as a stay-at-home mom, like
Yeah.
that is a job.
Exactly.
You're a nurse. You're a cook. You're
But we know that. Like men,
We
most
do.
men that
Our generation does know
yeah,
that.
we know that. Like if
These
you're
are
a
the
stay-at-home
millennials.
wife, we know that you're at home maintaining the house.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we know that. It's not.
That's my whole
it's-
point.
But it's like a lot of women out there that's like, yo, I wouldn't do that. That's beneath
I
me.
personally cannot be a stay-at-home mom. And that's just the way that I grew up. Both my parents worked. But at the end of the day, my mom was the one that was cooking. Random, like, once in a great while my father would, but it was, like, out of a fucking can. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my mom was the one that did the laundry. She was the one that helped us with the homework. She
Yep.
was the one
Yeah, that's
that came to all of our cheerleading, baseball, basketball, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. Like, my mom was the one. If I could be half of the mom that my mom was,
Yeah.
oh my God, I'd be perfect.
That's what said my grandmother. My mother, for her,
But-
my mother said, my grandmother raised me versus my mother, which happens to a lot of young boys out there. And I hated that shit too. Now it's like, if you were a woman that takes care of the kids and does all this shit, you are an awesome individual. But now it's like these current modern feminists have turned this into being demeaning, where it's like, oh, how dare a woman fucking sit home and take care of the kids? You're like, well, somebody
Well,
has
fuck
to.
them. They're not hurting
I know,
anybody.
but unfortunately, this is the day and age of social media. The Twitter, the Facebook, the Instagram, the TikToks.
That's the thing. If I'm not affecting your life in any way, shape, or form, why do you have the right
I know.
to have an opinion on
That-
how I live?
That's a question that we have been asking about all
Exactly.
types of topics.
And this is literally like my go-to. You do you, boo.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, whatever makes you fucking happy, whatever makes you, however you feel,
Yeah.
do what you need to do.
Facts.
Which
This
I agree
makes
with.
me happy.
I
I like being the one. I like being the provider, the one that takes care of everybody, the one that makes everybody happy. Whatever. That's who I am.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, keep it stepping.
But
Like, I really don't
this is
care.
the problem. The
You
days
don't like me. You don't have to like me.
Well-
You don't have to follow me on Facebook. You don't
Yeah.
have to follow me on Instagram. I am
Yeah.
not everybody's cup of tea. I don't care. I'm still gonna do me.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's the 1% though. It says, but this is the days of social media where it's like, how dare you? If you speak like that with your opinion, we have these scumbags on the platforms that would try to get you fired from your job because how dare you question like feminism? How dare you question like any movement, Black Lives Matter, trans issues, just anything, if you have an opinion of your own, these people will hunt you down and go to your employer's webpage and tell your employer, oh, well, you know, because he or she feels this way, that they're racist or misogynist or they're transphobic or they're homophobic, and they get you fired from your job for voicing a fuck.
So freedom of speech, that's not okay anymore? Like,
on
apparently
social
that's
media.
not, but apparently that's not an amendment anymore?
Well, we've seen people
Because
get...
I'm pretty sure that's always been an amendment.
We've seen people, we
I
talked about this on this job.
I can tell you the argument that you're always going to get when it comes to freedom of speech, because every time I say freedom of speech, this is the response I get. Freedom of speech only protects you from the government persecuting you for something you've said. It doesn't protect you from other individuals who also have the right of freedom of speech and expression to respond to your freedom of speech in any way that they see fit.
Okay, and they can be offended. It's not going to make me sleep any worse than I mean...
Which I agree
the thing
with,
that I say, and I'll stand on this till the day I die. When did being offended become such a problem? Like when did the fact that a person is offended become such a thing that we have to react to immediately?
Let me cuddle to you. Let me just pet you like the little puppy that you are, because you're just so cute because you have an opinion.
Like,
No, fuck you.
That's the thing.
You
like,
can say what you want to say,
all
and I'm
have
going to
an
say what I'm
opinion.
going to say.
You have an opinion, I have an opinion. You find my opinion offensive, I find your opinion offensive. Let's just be offended and go on with our lives.
Right.
But
I mean,
people
it's not...
nowadays just...
It's not going to change anything.
But the problem
You're still going to live how you live.
the problem with freedom of speech is, but then people nowadays, like I would say, like your opinions differ, but then he will go out there and find your employer and get you fired from your job.
Yo, you know they are.
I have a question. I have a question.
Of course you do.
I have a question. So what's going to be the name of our firstborn?
Well, it depends on if it's a girl or a boy.
Or what if it's... Well, you
this
say
is-
you want a boy first.
This is how it's
Well,
going to
then
happen.
you get the right to pick the name.
Oh, what?
Your firstborn kid is going to be named Alexander, or you're going to call him Al. If it's a girl, you will call her Alexandria and call her Al for sure.
That's been the point of doing this podcast. We've said this.
I've always been saying this since I was 16. If it's a boy and my particular partner is the father at that time, whatever, then he has the right to pick the name. If it's a female, then we will come up with the name together.
Yo, just set that marriage date, yo, because I'm about to sell my kidney to Zale. I'm about to sell my kidney to get this
We need to
ring.
start planning the bachelor party, bro.
The angry brown man's about to get tied down.
Listen, you need to take her off
I
the
am
market ASAP.
one of a kind.
Damn
Yeah, you
right.
are,
Holy
that's-
shit.
Yeah, you are.
No, but this has been the past couple months. We talked about this on this, but it said being blue collar, people that work blue collar jobs, work 9 to 5 jobs, how often companies now are they're straight terminating their employees over talking about this kind of shit. Like,
I was just
if,
saying that.
if I hop on Facebook or Twitter, like I said, gay marriage, pro or for it. You know, whether you're against it or for it, you have the right to be against or for it. Anyone can do that. But you can't sit there and say, well, you know what? I'm against gay marriage, then tell my job, well, he's against gay marriage and he's a fucking homophobe, and now fire him from his job. And people have gotten fired for that kind of shit. Like I said, I personally don't care if 2 men marry, 2 women marry. But I still respect the fact that some people, not everyone has to support that. That's their right. That you can't infringe on their rights of saying, I don't support that. You can't fire them from the job for that, though. And
No, because that has nothing to do with your job.
but people are doing it, though. And
See, I've always been upfront and honest about this because I have a gay brother.
Yeah.
I
but,
don't have a problem with it.
but that's just one example. I mean, we could
no,
spend
like
all
there
day.
are 1,000 examples that you can go with, but I will stand my ground at any point in time. I really don't care. And if I lose a job over it, then, I mean, you're losing a really good employee.
I know, but unfortunately,
And you know what? Go on Indeed. There's 1,000 more other ones that I
Yeah.
can fucking find.
and this is the problem a lot of us go into. Like right now, my current employer and Al's current employer, I'm almost at the point where it's like you start hitting a certain age and you've been at your job for X amount of years. Like you figure, if you've been at your company for 20 years, 2020, back in 2000, 2005, even 2010, you wouldn't get fired because saying that, like, you know, I don't think trans men can become women, for example. In 2020, you voice that opinion on Facebook and your company fires you. Like, whoa, but that's just my opinion. Like
The atmosphere is toxic. The problem is employers now, they're scared of bad PR.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what it is.
definitely.
So
That's
the
exactly what it is.
Yeah, the minute you say, yo, this person said this misogynistic thing or this racist thing or this whatever, the employer goes, oh my God, I don't need this to be part of the PR. I don't need to be in the eye of like mainstream media being
When
said
there's
that I
other
support
shit
them.
going on,
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
it's
but there
crazy.
was a girl, a man that I worked with, and his name was Rose. Rose. Like, you are a female turning into a dude, but yet you're gonna go with Rose as your name. I have a problem with that.
Fire her.
But it's not even the fact that, like, I don't care what name you choose. But, like, Rose, when I think of Rose, I think of the fucking Titanic. That's obviously a fucking female. Why do you keep looking at me?
I always look at you.
Honestly,
Look at something else.
even saying that though, some
lost in
people
your eyes.
hop on Twitter and they'll pull. This is killer. Some people have made tweets from 2005, 2010, and said things from 10 years ago, and they're pulling old
They're
tweets
pulling old
from a
tweets and
decade
things.
ago. This is a problem. Freedom of speech. Hey, freedom of speech. We all should have that. But now it's like. Employers are firing people. People are losing their pensions over this shit. And this
That's
is
right,
like,
and that's like I
Oh
said
my
before.
God,
That's
just
because
people are fucking sensitive.
Yeah.
Let's
Employers
just
are-
coddle everybody's
so
fucking
far-
feelings and wrap a blanket around them.
So
like,
far-
no, get over yourself.
we've all been lucky. We're so far at
over
podcasting.
yourself,
They
fuck that
haven't come
shit.
after podcasting yet. But like,
Eventually
but-
they
Joe, just wait for it.
yeah.
that's why.
Give it another 5 years.
That's
and
why-
somebody will come after
honestly,
somebody
yeah.
for fucking.
Well,
And then I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna protest and I'm gonna say all podcasts matter.
That's why we said so far on our Facebook page or our Twitter page, before I type anything, I'm very selective and I proofread and double check everything I say before I hit send because
I don't proofread
God forbid
shit.
I said the wrong word, it's gonna cost me my fucking job. And like, thing is, I need a paycheck next week, and it's like
That's
and
one
that's
of
the
the
scary
reasons-
part. I got to pay fucking tax on this house. I can't like in currently my current employer. I can
That sucks, though.
like right now in Albany, not even joking, in Albany, in this surrounding area where I work at, which I won't name, but like I can, and Al knows this tomorrow, even next 6 months, because I've got tenure and there's like any job, there's a boosting system where you start at like 1 grade. I've got enough, I'm a top rate. No job within the next 6 months, I will, in this capital region, I will make what I'm making right now.
That's a fact.
No.
And
That's-
that's,
yeah.
so I have to curb my freedom of speech because I need to fucking pay my car insurance.
You
Well,
can
not
curb your
only-
freedom of speech if you want, but my job, I have 33 HR complaints right now against me because of the fact.
Serious?
Yep. And here's I'm gonna tell you exactly what's
I'm
happening.
glad you can do that though.
Because
No.
here's the thing.
Why?
I don't hold back. I don't care. Like literally, I went on Facebook and this girl was just
There's
like,
a line.
"Nope, I don't have a line." So here's the
You
thing,
do
right?
need a babysitter.
I do. So this girl was just like, this girl was like, "Oh, I'm tired of going to Best Buy. It's like worst buy, and there's never anybody there to help me and stuff like that." I was like, "When did you last?"
Of course, you were there to say some shit.
Yep. I was like, "When's the last time you've been to Best Buy?" 2 weeks ago. Oh, okay, bitch. Listen to this. We are down 65% of our workforce. The majority of the people there are for operations to keep the store running, to get products on the shelf. If you need help, there's only a few specialists in the store. You're supposed to get an appointment. You are told this as soon as you walk into the store. But what do? You stop an associate that's doing operations. So when they tell you got to go to the front to make an appointment, you get mad. You get told this as soon as you walk into the door. Every single customer that walks into the store has to check in at the station. There's a gigantic sign, and you do that.
That's a generational thing, and that's the fucking
Exactly.
millennials that are.
That's 10 of my complaints.
I'm fucking important, blah, blah, blah. No,
Yep.
everybody needs to get over this fucking entitlement bullshit.
That's bad
You are
parenting.
not entitled to anything.
See, you're in retail like me, so you should understand how I feel. Even though you're like in opposite ends of the store as I am, like you're in the like we're both operations, but you're with customers and I'm packing out the store. You know what I'm saying?
Customer representative with both my jobs.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I decided that this is what I wanted to do with my life, because I go home at night and I'm like, I fucking hate people.
Yeah. See with
Working
me,
with animals seems so much better.
I have the store manager coming up
Are
to me.
stupid.
Oh yeah, definitely. The store manager came up to me. He's like, "This is your 33rd call from corporate about a complaint on you. What do you have to say?"
I only have one.
You have one. I have 33.
I have one in 10 years.
I got a lot on me.
One in 10 years.
Yeah.
Because me as a blonde manager, first of all, I have never been blonde for more than maybe 6 months.
So man, I'm not drunk enough.
Now she's a redhead, and it's my weakness.
And clearly, right now, like literally, this was maybe in February. I'm a redhead.
Huh.
A redhead. When the fuck have I ever been blonde?
And I love it.
And she said that I ruined her Target experience. Bitch, just because I wouldn't give you the 35% off because it was in the wrong fucking spot does not mean that I ruined your Target experience. Go get a gift card, you'll be alright.
But I've always respected anybody that works retail because we've all worked retail. But I respect blue collar people. That's why we name our podcast Blue Collar, because yes, retail sucks. You may hate it, but like, you know, you've been humbled by how bad shit can get.
Yeah,
And
I worked. You know where I worked?
Oh.
It was the hardest thing in the world for me was I worked at Family Dollars right on Central over there.
Oh my
I
god.
worked
Why
there for,
would you do that to yourself?
Yeah.
I worked at Kmart, which is like the same thing. Like, why?
I was like, this is the hardest job in the world, and back then it was like $5.20 an hour. Like, I was like, this is insane.
Oh my god,
first-
I wouldn't even work for that.
I remember,
Fuck.
you know what's funny too, Al, with inflation, my very first paycheck from Burger King, I was making $5.15 an hour. My very first paycheck, I'll never forget, I should have kept it, was $89. I thought I was a fucking millionaire.
Yo, my
$89 fucking dollars. Holy shit, I'm rich. Like,
My first paycheck
When I
was
worked, my
$130.
first paycheck when I
Like,
worked at Cracker Barrel umpteen years ago, I was like, oh my god, I'm going shopping. I'm going to the bank.
Yeah, boy.
I'm getting cash, and I'm going fucking shopping.
But
imagine,
also-
it's so wild that back then that little bit of money seemed like so much.
but let me ask you this question, off everyone here now too. What's Molly, Junior, Al? When you first got that first fucking paycheck and it's yours of cash, isn't there still that sense of like, yo, I fucking earned this?
Of course.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Okay, and this is why I said I've had a problem with this generation of like the online people. Was-
Oh God, Chris, please,
but,
please.
No, but I'm just telling her because she
No,
knows.
because I love this.
No, but she knows. But that said, she still felt the sense of like I busted my ass, whether it's $100 or $400, whatever. Like I worked when I first the Altamont Fair. It's every year's in Altamont. The very first paycheck we got, me and my friend Mark, we got there like 8:00 in the morning. We got done at midnight. we did a shift for a week straight. We worked like 97 fucking hours. The guy gave us like $1.60. We're like, yo, this is some child labor shit. We're like 12 years old, making like two fucking 50 an hour and shit. But like, come Sunday though, that whatever $160, you felt like, yo, the past week I was sweating my balls off standing up for 16 hours. Like,
yeah.
there's still a sense of like I earned this fucking money.
It's an
I mean,
accomplishment.
honestly, like, as I'm reaching 29, like, I still feel like that. Like,
But that's-
I earned this money to
Yeah.
pay for the life that I have.
And that's been
Facts.
my entire point of making this blue collar though, because I said a lot of people out there they go by donations or handouts, and I'm not a person that believes in handouts.
I will
in,
never, and I'm just speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for anybody else. But I will work if I have to. I will work 3 jobs because I refuse to get the government's help because there are other people who need it more than I do.
Facts.
I have the capability of working as many hours as I possibly can. I will not
Yeah.
use the government for assistance.
Yeah.
God damn, I love you.
And this has been the running joke where it's like said I don't like this is why I can't stand Instagram influencers. You know, that make like $40,000 a month because
But Beachbody
You know.
is a different experience. Like, Beachbody is different. Okay, because I did it. That shit is on, like, a whole nother fucking level.
Oh wait. Hold on. I gotta stop everything right now.
It's working out,
Here,
if that's what your question
no.
is.
What do you think about OnlyFans?
oh boy.
What do you mean?
Fuck
What the fuck
OnlyFans.
is that?
You don't
You don't know what
The fa-
OnlyFans
okay,
is?
Junior, listen. There's
thought
whenever you
everybody
plan on
did.
getting the ring for her. Okay, like I mean, I will.
This is a conversation I think you should wait on having. I don't think
The fact that, the
approach
fact,
this particular topic.
the fact that she doesn't
right
know what
now.
it is.
Exactly, because she doesn't know
She's
what it is.
she's
I
a
think you
fucking
should just-
unicorn. Okay, she doesn't exist.
You have found.
You know what the sad part is? She called me a unicorn. She called me a
I
unicorn.
called him a unicorn. He's my unicorn.
All right, before we go into that, okay, there's OnlyFans. Do you know what Twitch is?
No.
Oh God! All right.
Listen, Junior, let's go get the fucking ring right now, bro.
Al,
Oh,
we're
Let's go
ordering-
kick fucking
I'm about to order
Zales
pizza.
in.
What? No. What are these things? I need to know.
Okay, Twitch
Let
is
Junior explain
a,
because this pisses me off. It
okay.
really does.
Twitch is a game streaming program where people go on. They log on to
Oh,
Twitch.
fuck it. Like, I don't care. If it's
Yep.
about video games, I really don't care. Yawn, boring.
Let him explain
I'm
it to you
done.
though.
So-
this is
I
why I
don't
get
know.
angry for. Like,
Okay, so
this enrages me.
they make money off of people's subscriptions to watch them, and they also get donations to watch from people
Yeah, no,
who
my
watch
ex
them
wanted
play.
to do this. Like, I don't
Yeah.
care about video games.
Yep.
Because
And then OnlyFans is basically the porn version of that, where basically, even women around here have made an OnlyFans account and they share their, nude pictures and nude videos of themselves for money. And there was this girl who made $2.7 million in 3 months selling feet pics on OnlyFans.
I mean, I work with females who have said that they would do it for the money. That
Yeah.
they would send feet pics in for the money. But I, on the other hand, no.
and that's because like Junior has all three of us, we have Xbox and PlayStation. We play it for fun, for enjoyment.
Yep.
And I've been playing video games since Nintendo. And growing up is,
Fuck, Nintendo was the shit.
Yeah. It's
Okay, you're definitely my wife now.
But throughout the years, Junior's grew up with playing video games, so did Al, so did myself. And the point for me is that I've never played video games ever, thinking like, you know what, one day I should make money playing Mario Kart or like Call of Duty, and I should have someone pay me for doing this shit. No, that was fun. It was a hobby. Actual money comes from work, hard work. It's
my brother thought about it.
Like right next to
my
Junior.
brother also thought about being a porn star, but now he's in the military. So I mean,
well, like my example, right next to Junior, we have there's Trouble, there's Monopoly, there's Sorry. Have you ever popped in a board game and said, you know what? Then for Junior, the four should pop in Monopoly. Before we do this, let's hop on a camera and make sure we get paid $10,000 to play a fucking game of Monopoly.
My ex's kid would sit there on fucking YouTube and watch this kid named Ryan play with these games, and I'm like, yo, this kid is making millions of dollars just playing with games, having other kids watch him. Go fucking buy the fucking game
and play it,
and play it yourself.
It's like
I've said that for years.
And I used to get so mad. He would sit there and play with his fucking iPad.
Well, that's the point. It's like
whatever. I'm like, what are you doing? Go outside. Yeah. Go drink from the fucking hose like we did when we were in the 90s.
And I made this joke because I have a 13-year-old. Like, you've been outside the backyard the other day. I said, listen, boy, here's a pair of gloves. Here's a rake. I'm going to...
There are so many thoughts happening in your head.
But before Junior says that, I told my 13-year-old, here's a rake, here's gloves, and I'm wearing gloves. We spent 2 hours in the backyard mowing that entire yard, getting all the fucking trees done. He was sweating his balls off, and I poured water over his little head, and I said, Dad's going to give you $10 for an allowance for helping me spend 2 hours doing the backyard. What I'm not going to do is hop in front of the Xbox, play Fortnite for 2 hours, here's $10. It doesn't work like that. No. You want $10, you get the fuck outside. You either rake leaves, you dig a ditch, you mow grass, whatever. I'm not going to give you money to sit home all summer and play Xbox. I didn't do it.
That's like, as a child, like I grew up, if you unload and reload the dishwasher, like you got an allowance. If you vacuumed, like you got an allowance.
You're earning it.
You're earning it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was definitely different from my younger brother who would save his money, and I would just be like, oh my god, I got $5. I gotta go to Stewart's and spend it on fucking bullshit.
Yeah. But he still earned it.
But I did something to receive...
You lived a really privileged life.
Yeah.
my mother would be like, go do the dishes. Can I get an allowance? I allow you to stay alive, don't I?
Oh.
And that's the thing that I get told all the time. I didn't get an allowance. I was allowed to be alive. But at the same time, my mother told me when we were being bad, she was going to sell us to the fucking gypsies. So, I mean, there's...
I think my dad would sell me off.
But it was the whole point. So he said everything, but it's like when you did something, you felt it was earned. And like I said, I just don't feel like, now it's like said the Instagram influencers. It's like, well, I'm an influencer, and who would you influence? It's like
you're influencing other people to get on Instagram and try the same thing.
Yeah, which is taking pictures.
But I mean, still to this day, I get a paycheck and I'm like, okay, so I earned this, so I can afford the life that I'm living, and I can go shopping. I have a roof over my head. I have clothes. I have electricity. I have a cell phone. Yeah. I have a car. Like, I have these things that
the whole point of our podcast, though, was people will call you a loser because you're not making $10,000, $20,000 a month.
Blue collar job.
It's like there's women out there who are making $50,000 a month, and they live in mansions and have Lamborghinis.
This is where Junior was headed. Yeah. This is the path he was trying to go down.
There's people on social media.
I will be completely okay in a townhome, earning the money that I'm earning. As long as I'm happy.
And by 2020 standards, by 2020 standards, you're not considered a winner. You're a fucking loser.
I'm drunk.
I'm a winner in my own fucking mind, and that's all that.
You are a winner in everybody's mind here.
I was just about to say that. You are a fucking winner. Period.
Period. Period. Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! You are a fucking winner, my girl. Like 100%. And I told you this in numerous text messages that we had between us. You are a winner. You're strongly opinionated. You're a strong woman. You have one of the most rarest mindsets of this generation. You have a heart of gold. You're funny as hell. And a lot of women don't even have a sense of humor around here. Like, you try to be funny around there, it's like, huh? Like they don't you can't even have conversation. You can't even have conversations with them because they're not even trying to be funny. But you have that. You have a sense of humor. You sit here with us. you're involved in conversation with us. My friends obviously love you. You have a whole, like I said, your heart is pure. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pure. I'm tainted as fuck. But it's just
you had me at. You're the one doing the laundry.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, but you got to understand. It's just that you have qualities about you that you don't even see. Like it's just, you're smart. You obviously can hold an intelligent conversation with all of us. Yeah. There are things about you that these women can't do. You know what these other women do? They go on social media and they mind the business of celebrities of a life that they can't live. You know what I'm saying? Like they talk and act like Cardi B, and you're never going to be a Cardi
Kardashian.
B. You know what I'm saying? Like you live your life. You work, you live your life, you go through the things that you go through, but you become stronger from it. And that was from one of the previous episodes that we were talking about. Like, I didn't mention your name on it, but what I did was, I referenced you when talking to Chris's sister about, getting out of those things to become a stronger person. And you have a shining personality. You are a great person. I really hope that, my hope, even if it isn't to me, that you actually find somebody who values that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, that is my hope more than anything, because of the fact that you deserve that. You know what I'm saying? You deserve everything and then some. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women would be like, well, we're not going to be submissive to men because we don't want men to feel superior to us. I'm like, now that he's done being an asshole. So now that he's done being an asshole, I wasn't like Elliot. I'm not gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is, though. You know what I mean? Like you got to understand that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, why are people? People take advantage of that. I don't know why in this generation we take advantage of what's good. Why is it that we take advantage of what's good and turn it into something bad? Why do we do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do we...
It's a human response.
Like, it's almost like, we're just never satisfied with that one thing. But the people who are satisfied are complacent. Like, there's a difference between the two. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be complacent and satisfied with what you have. If you got something good, be satisfied with it. The fuck you want more for? You know what I mean? Like... It's like, damn, this girl literally just sat there and said, doing the dishes, doing the laundry, taking care of house and home, while you're out there making a living is a woman's responsibility. What the fuck? Like, I haven't heard that out of a woman's mouth since my party days, almost a decade ago. Like, I haven't heard that shit.
I've heard women say it and then immediately be attacked by other women.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's why I'm surprised you have a Facebook account, because like it's.
If anybody tries to come at her on Facebook, I'm immediately to that defense. Fuck that.
I don't care if they have their opinion, but I'm still going to do whatever I want to do. You can say what you want. You can live how you want, and I'm not going to hate you for it.
That's been the problem we've had, this quote unquote cancel culture. It's like, recently we're seeing this with they're trying to ban certain movies and TV shows and comedy albums, and like, remember back in the day, if you watch a TV show, if you don't like it, turn it the fuck off.
Right.
Now it's no, if I don't like it, I'm going to ban it from Netflix and from Hulu and from streaming services. And like, why are you banning it for? Well, I find it offensive. Okay. Don't watch it.
You can be offended all you want. It's not going to change anything that the other person is how they feel.
Facts. But we're seeing more though. We're seeing people like certain video games. It's like, if you don't have to like this video game, no problem. But don't sit there and tell me and Junior we can't play it. But now it's like,
then get a Snuggie, because obviously you're soft.
Yeah, but companies and
my God.
Companies though and government officials, they're making this more and more. They're removing TV shows from services. They're removing video games. They're removing comic books from, like, they're banning certain things. And we're like, wait, isn't?
Well, they're also removing things from history because people are upset about it. Like, it's because people have an opinion, and not everybody's opinion fucking matters.
No, they don't. But in social,
get over yourself.
But in terms of PR, in terms of how companies think that they're salvaging themselves by listening to the people who are vocal about it, that's what it is. It's because of the fact that, like, look how certain movies now aren't getting played. You know what I'm saying? There are certain lines is getting taken out. It's because those people those 10%ers that are offended are vocal about it, not the 90% who don't give a fuck like us. Like, I don't give a shit.
And I understand it because growing up, my mother always had BET, MTV, VH1. It was all on block because she didn't want me to turn into a video girl. And I literally had the conversation with her at the age of 13. I'm like, Mom, just because these girls dress the way they do doesn't mean I'm going to turn out that way.
Yeah.
Like, there's a difference. They do what they want to do to make money.
So
I'm
I
not
get that.
going to be that person.
Yeah, which is...
We are different people. We live different lives.
I think parents get scared
and
because...
but I'm also not going to be a stripper.
Yeah.
That's not who I am. I'm not bashing strippers. They can do what they want to do. They enjoy it. Good for them.
I enjoy it.
But I think there's a lot of parents get scared though because for every child like you, there's 2 million girls. So like, hey, look, Kim Kardashian, I want to be just like her. Like, I will just suck dick on camera and never work a day in my life, and I'll become a billionaire one day because Kim did it, and these girls live their whole life.
And then they'll file for bankruptcy and they'll never earn another dollar.
Or just like it's like how many young kids in different ghettos or different sections of like all the country, like all this one rapper, it's like how many he did X amount of jail time, and like I get to be just like him, I get to grow up be just like him because he's selling all these albums because he likes and look at the rap lyrics. So like a lot of times, whether it's like music or comic books or movies, because a lot of parents aren't there in the home, especially fathers, whether it's BET or just movies, anything that winds up raising their kids, and their kids, a 10-year-old is impressionable. If he sees like his favorite basketball player or his favorite, like Hulk Hogan was a big wrestler. Hulk Hogan raised a lot of kids with his values, but like nowadays, a lot of people glamorize being a thug or being a whore. Like, hard work is not rewarded like it used to be because people who work hard aren't rewarded. People that are sluts and sellouts and assholes, they're the ones that are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. People that work 9-to-5 jobs are, like Junior said this before, our wage gap in just my lifetime, look at our wage gap. My father worked DHL and Mom stayed home and took care of the kids, and Dad made like $14-15 an hour. You show me any parent in 2020 that one person's working making $20 an hour that has a wife and 3 kids and can support that.
Yeah, entertainment TV and social media change the way people view things. Like now, people don't want to be, stone workers, mason workers. They don't want to do construction, carpentry, none of that. They just want to be rich right now. And they look at somebody like Kim Kardashian who did a porno and is now rich. They look at Paris Hilton. Yeah. They look at everybody that's making quick money. They look at the drug dealers. They look at the...
But with those two being porn stars, they technically didn't start that way, though.
Well, I mean, they didn't start that way, but that's the thing that put them on the map.
Paris Hilton, she grew up just being a millionaire.
She was gonna inherit money anyway, but this is the reality of her circumstance. Nobody really knew who she was until her porn. Like,
correct.
She was a socialite. She was wealthy. She was gonna inherit money. Kim Kardashian was kind of in the same situation. Not as much money as Paris Hilton.
Stylist.
She was Paris Hilton's stylist, but they had money because her father...
She was Ray J stylist, and she was other stylists. Like, she would buy the clothes and then dress them up. Yeah. And then it just so happens that she was dating Ray J, and all of that bullshit started. Yeah. And the porn was not even that good. Let me just say that.
But the porn...
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
but slightly off topic. You say that, and I remember having an argument with a friend of mine who was trying to point out the difference between the porn that I forgot the chick's name. I forgot the woman's name. But she had made she was one of them girls that was on that VH1 show that
I don't know.
I need to not drink so much.
But this point I was making that.
I think that's a life story.
But the thing with Kim and like Paris Hilton though is Kim got her reality show after the porno came out. It's like Paris Hilton got a reality show after the porn came out. Right. It's like they became household names, and then once the reality show came out, now the net worth goes from like $200 million to like $1 billion fucking dollars. Now they have 15 seasons. But when we were younger, remember like Mr. Rogers, remember Sesame Street, remember like Blue's Clues, remember like all these different things we raised kids. That's all gone because now we have reality show stars. We have Jersey Shore. We have fucking Mob Wives. We have all the toxic, horrible, negative people raising kids, and little kids look up to these people. Like, hey, why should I ever have to work a day in my life or go to college or be successful when I can just be like a piece of shit human being and be just like them?
It's not just kids though. It's. I know what you're saying, but it's not just kids. You got to look at, and there's a different age group that you're not talking about that's mostly affecting it's a pretty big age group, but it's mostly the age group of ages between 19 and 31. And the reason that I say that, it's because sex is glamorized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's more glamorized, and it's not it doesn't dictate, you know what I'm saying? Like, it used to be the functionality of a relationship. Sex used to be something that was an important part of a relationship. It signified the loyalty that you have to each other. Now sex is a means to an end. Now sex sells in America.
Well,
now it's like, look at all the porn stars that even to this day, they're still making buku money.
Yeah.
Even though they're not actually filming anything.
Yeah, think about the way porn like bloomed. Porn has always been an industry that made money, but now with the internet and with the invent of amateur porn, where you could literally get girls who are not really porn stars that are willing to do porn, like that shit is out of control.
Yeah, sex started selling in America, and then on top of that, it's when you look at what music is being portrayed. Like there's a lot of good music that's out that people that we listen to that isn't played on radio. That's never been played on radio. That's never been played in a regular sense. Music that we listen to, but music that is listened to on the radio is, I mean, you had that music video with 6ix9ine and Nicki Minaj. And Nicki Minaj is literally flashing her titties and her ass the entire video. You know what I'm saying? And people look at that like, okay, Nicki, do your thing. And it's just like, you're not looking at it like, that's fucking disgusting. Why are you doing that? It's just like, this is exactly what's the problem.
It's normal now.
It's normal now.
It's also a female. You're looking at a female.
Yeah.
If it was a guy flashing his dick the entire time, you'd be like, holy fuck, what am I looking at?
You know, it's crazy. It's
be
literally
honest,
like
would
that.
you look at a video if it was just a dude's penis the entire
I
time?
don't know.
No, if a dude was doing it, that video is clearly made for women.
Okay, you see what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but it's just but sex started selling the moment, like when Ray J and the whole Kim Kardashian thing. So you notice that the moment that porno dropped, and then it was just like, okay, between Paris Hilton and Kim K, and then after that, and then literally it was almost immediate after that, streaming just started popping up.
Yeah.
It was literally immediately after that. It wasn't, and people just thought in their minds, wow, this got this much attention. What would happen if I streamed video games? What would happen if I streamed amateurish sexual activity? What would happen?
Or just anything. Like I watch YouTube like anybody else for different movie clips, and I'll watch some different education videos or workout tips. But like now I'm seeing guys, hey guys, a new trailer came out for a new movie. Okay, how long's the trailer? It's a 2-minute trailer for a movie. Now I'm going to do a video of me watching the trailer for the movie. So you're making a video that's 2 minutes based on a 2-minute trailer for an upcoming movie.
Yeah.
Like what? And like
That's what they're doing.
I've seen reviews.
People do that shit all the time.
To again give their opinion.
Yeah.
Your opinion does not matter in every sense.
It does to them, though.
Yeah, but to their fans though, because they say, "Oh, well, guys, you were just haters and shit." Like, you know, it's like me, all four of us. Let's go out and let's go get some KFC. Let's try the new KFC sandwich. And what we'll do is the four of us will sit there. This iMac has a camera in there. We have microphones. Let's have the
4K camera.
Let's have the four of us sit here and eat fried chicken for 20 minutes and talk about it and say, well, Al, how'd you like that chicken? Well, it wasn't that bad, Chris. And like, Al, chicken was kind of, we'll just do a whole 20-minute video.
It was dry as fuck.
Chicken. But say to Junior, like, yeah, sex has always been there. It's always sold. But like the whole fucking point is growing up though, but they've never increased these values. Like
it's not my mama's chicken.
You remember, like, this is the most blatant example I could think of them over-sexualizing something to get it sold. You remember that burger commercial Paris Hilton did?
Yes.
She was on the car.
Yes.
Like she was in a bikini. It was like water running off her body, and she was eating a burger. It was like
she had a Whopper. It was specifically a Whopper.
I love how you fucking remember that.
Wait.
It was a super popular commercial.
It was a really popular commercial.
Wait, I thought it was Jessica Simpson.
No, it was Paris Hilton.
It was Paris Hilton.
I was going to look it up.
Paris Hilton.
Now he's going to look it up.
I
Make sure.
am.
But it's like, but from a guy's standpoint, it's like, it's just from male and females. It's point like with social media now and the internet, it's just like it's get rich quick. That's it. Let's get rich quick, and like no one has tried anymore.
I typed in Paris Hilton and it popped up Paris Hilton Burger King. There it is. It is her.
So
it's definitely her.
God. Wow, there it is. Yeah. Paris Hilton with suds in a car, and I guess she's She's not even that fucking hot neither. I mean, she's hot, but like,
Whoa.
she's not
let's,
that.
Let's not get disrespectful.
No, I'm not saying she's not good looking, but you know, she's not as good as not as hot as she thinks she is.
Who, Paris Hilton?
Yeah.
She's not even cute.
I'm not saying.
Listen, let's not
Well,
get
now she's
disrespectful.
a DJ, guys. We have to be respectful.
God,
I'm just kidding.
Me personally, no, that's not my thing.
yeah. So what?
This is my thing. Right?
So-
Listen.
So you want to take?
I get why you have to say that because Molly's here.
So you want to take?
But no, you guys are not going to convince me that Paris Hilton can't get you. Like,
Oh, whoa! If I'm going to be honest, Rihanna can get me.
oh, come on, that's a given, dude.
Okay,
Hey,
all right. But I
Rihanna
have
is
standards
doing
though.
marriage.
I have no. I'm gonna be a real.
such a bitch.
No, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I have standards. Like I have pretty
people
high
do.
standards. I have pretty high standards. I'm not even gonna lie to you about like women that can like really, in a sense, really just be around me. Like, fuck, just sex is sex. It's whatever. But just to be around me on a regular basis, for you to be in my life, I have high
Hey,
standards.
so we're coming about 2:30. You want to take a 5-minute break? I know she was saying she want to smoke.
Yeah,
We can pause.
Well,
this.
no, I was gonna go to the store and
Yeah, we need to go to the store together.
All right. No, I mean we can pause this.
yeah,
If you guys want.
we'll take a quick break.
We have the technology.
We've got
Technology
the
is so
Yeah.
fast.
Technology.
No, if you want to take a break, meet me and I will hang out. We got
technology.
got stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
That is very well known. It has trended on Twitter for 4 months straight, known as the Savage House.
Oh.
And it was a few years back. I retired from partying. I am no longer in that underground partying scene.
Get to be a certain age.
But shut up. Now,
Or you get to meet a Molly.
shit, I'd retire from anything. But
What Rogaine?
shut up. I'm still splashing out of my forehead. That's not. There's no sort of retirement there. That's just grow. But the Savage House was what I like to call the safest trap house in Albany.
God.
In like the history of trap houses. We never really got raided. I mean, police came to the house numerous times.
Halloween.
Definitely Halloween, which was literally the biggest party, one of the biggest house parties that was ever hosted in Albany.
Damn.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing about the Savage House. It was a place that anybody could come to at any point in time. There was always somebody there. Always somebody you could just chill there. It was a safe zone. People could just come in there and just talk about there was times that I would come home from work because I was working at Home Depot. Fuck that place, by the way. But I was working there at the time, and people would just come into the house and they would sit there and they would say, they would just be like, well, I had such a shitty day. Like, I mean, I just want to drink something. Like, I want to party a little bit. Like, let's play the game. Random people from all over the place came to the house, and we did that on a daily basis. But then on Fridays and Saturday nights, oh boy, it was party nights. Like, it was Fridays and Saturday nights, we would go crazy. We would go bonkers. We would have the time of our lives. Like, it was amazing. Like, it was just like people from, like, literally, there were people that come from different states to a house to party. Like, you would think, like, well, why don't they go out to a club? Why don't they go out to a bar? Here's the thing. When you go out to a bar and club, what is the number one problem in a bar and a club? People are too bougie. Like, you go up to try to have a conversation, and they act too good to have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
But you came to this house party? You came to the house party that I was hosting, and you could talk to anybody. You be cool with anybody. There was this lady, she was in her 40s. She came in my room, dropped 2 big ass lines of coke, and fucking sent it. And she looked at me and she was just like, oh, I'm sorry, I know this is your room. I was playing the game, like enjoying, like it was my day off. It was a Sunday.
Jeez.
This girl came in and just dropped coke and just did it right on my dresser. Like I wasn't fucking sitting there. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, Like, holy shit, these guys are really fucking comfortable here. Like, it's like, goddamn, it's like they live here as much as I do. But the thing was that people were so comfortable. You know what I mean? People were so comfortable to just come and just have a conversation. Yeah, people did drugs in the house. You know, fuck it. It happens. You know what I'm saying?
That's the meaning of a trap house.
Yeah. But the thing was just that, you know, we had fun. We did shit. You know what I'm saying? I was still in my, you know, I was still 24, 25 years old. So I'm still, you know, I'm still in that party mode. Not now. Obviously not now. You know what I mean? But it was just like, it was a fun time. And then this girl came along for the Halloween party. Halloween 2015 was by far the biggest party I've ever thrown in my life. When the cop had the total number, because the cop actually sat there while everybody emptied out. The cop did a head count of the amount of people that emptied out of that house. There was 665 people that came to this house from literally all over the Northeast to party at a house. I'm going to tell you something right now. They didn't go to a club. They didn't go to a bar. They came to my house to party. You know what I mean? And I feel some sort of accomplishment from that because I brought people together, because people were having fun, because people were comfortable. Yes, am I proud of the drug usage? Obviously not.
Well,
Was I doing it? Of course I was. I don't care. You know what I mean? It was a part of it. It was who hasn't done drugs? You know what I'm saying?
I'm jealous.
But the thing was, it was just that, you know, and it was just like, we had a nickname for the house. We called it the House of Infidelity because no, it's the truth. It's literally the truth. Dudes would literally come there with their girlfriends and leave single. It's not a joke. It was that serious. Like, literally, when the girls came there for fun and the boyfriends tried to stop them from having fun, it wasn't happening. Like, they were having fun while they were there. It was a great time in that house. But we named it the House of Infidelity because it was really fucking funny. Like, it was just funny how it always happened. Like, there was one time all the girls just walked past us to go into the door, and me and my boy stood outside, and there was like dudes trying to get past us. We were like, whoa, what you doing? And they're like, yo, our girls just went in there, but you're paying. Girls aren't. Girls don't pay to come in here. Yeah. This is the Savage House. Women don't ever pay. If it ain't for the women, we don't have a party. So you're paying to get in here. This is your privilege to come in here and party with these beautiful women. And it was such a system that we had going, that we had down. It's a shame that it ended. The reason why it ended was because we had 75 police calls and we got 41 tickets, and there was a total of 26 incidences that happened that stemmed from my house party. So unfortunately, it did end, and we actually broke a record. This is not a record I am proud of, but a record that I find funny. We broke the record for the amount of police reports in a set period of time for one particular location. We became red flagged immediately. We were the only... I kid you not. The amount of police reports in one location in 2 months' time, the record was 27. We shattered it with 48. We had, in 2 months, 48 police reports. Now, we were operational for about like 5 or 6 months. In that 5 or 6 month time frame, 75 police reports in 6 months. 75. 41 resulted in tickets. So we got 41 total tickets from it that eventually all but like 3 of them got dropped. And then again, 26 incidences. The famous one that happened, you guys probably saw it on the news. What happened was, after the Halloween party ended, everybody left out. People went down the street and fought people down the street. Like, they literally, there was another house party that was going on. And instead of closing their doors and just having their own private party, they left their doors open. They were inviting people in, but then decided it was too much and tried to force people out, and then it just broke off into a brawl. Yeah. I'm like, when I tell you, it was like I said, when there's 665 people emptying out of a single apartment, you gotta understand, this is a 1,200-foot apartment. And 665 people were in this shit. It was ridiculous. Like, it was one of the, but honestly, it was one of the best times of my life. Yeah. So many, it didn't matter what color you were. It didn't matter what you were. It didn't matter what set you were representing. It didn't matter. None of that mattered. You know what mattered? Was having fun. Yeah. And that was the thing. I mean, yes, it was a short period of time, but it was probably the best 6 months of my life. Because it was just like, yeah, I didn't give a fuck. I'm out there having a blast. You know what I mean? It was just like, it was just the time of my life. And people to this day still talk about it. Go on Twitter at any point in time and just like in your off time and just look up Savage House. And you're going to see a shit ton of tweets.
What's some more sober?
So it was, and then when this girl came along, she came along for the Halloween party. Seriously, so sweet, helping everybody with their makeup for the party. Most of the makeup ran off of people because they were just sweating their asses off. It was ruined.
Unicorn.
You know what I'm saying? She came in just doing so much. Like, it's just so much. I was so grateful to her. Just like, you know, I was happy that she was annoying people because it was just like, I wanted people to understand that, yo, I got people here who don't give a fuck. And it was just like, she was one of them, and I appreciated it. But also, it was one of my less glory times because this was one of those moments where I mixed a lot of shit that I shouldn't have mixed. And one of those things that I mixed was I was drinking Fireball and Grey Goose. Jesus. And I was mixing cups of dark and clear liquor all night like a fucking idiot.
Before I even got there.
Before she got there, I was already toasted. Like, I was completely disorganized and toasted by like 8 o'clock. And it was just, the party started at 8:30. It lasted until 1 o'clock in the morning. It was like, there was like 50 people in my house before 9 o'clock. Jeez. No, you go to the club, right? When you go to the club, when you go into the bar, you go average 10:30, right? Yep. And you see like maybe 20, 30 people there. There was 50 people at my house at 8 o'clock. When do you ever hear anything about that? Like, you don't see that. You don't hear about that shit. You don't hear how crowds fucking go fucking crazy. Dude, there was taxis and Ubers coming to my house. Like, taxis lining up like it was a fucking club outside of my house. Like, there was people coming out in waves. Like, there was literally waves coming outside. Like, it was just crazy. That sort of experience, like, you would think, like, you know, from me being such a social person, you experience something like that, and that's such a good feeling that you brought people together like that. And it's so sad how divided we are as a whole. Yep. And that was the point of me saying, you know, that was the whole point in what I was going to. Because of the fact that it's like, man, I didn't see that just a few years ago. Yeah. I didn't see that. Like, I didn't see black, white. I didn't see any of that. And now that's all there is. Yep. And it's literally one of the saddest things I've ever seen. I mean, one of the best additions to my life is this one sitting next to me. I'm not even going to hold you. She kept my head together. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to hold you. Like, I'm not even like trying to butter her up or anything like that. I'm just saying that's what it is. Like, she kept my head together in that time, you know, and it was great. And it's just like, I hate the division. I hate it so much. You know what I'm saying? As being such a social person that I am, even though I'm angry all the time, and I'm mad at pretty much anybody that says anything stupid. I'm always like, I just hate the division. You know what I'm saying? If it's like, you love something, you're with this group. You hate something, you're with that group. Yep. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that at all. And it's like, it caused me to kind of shut myself in because it's just like, wow, like you cause people who want to be social and out there and doing shit to now just not wanting to associate with anybody because you literally, and it's not even that bubble that these people are in, that you're either one way or another. This extreme left or right shit is affecting not just, you know, it's affecting a lot more people than they realize, because I love people, but I hate them at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see stupid shit, I'm just gonna be like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm like, yo, let's go drink. let's have a good time. Let's do shit. I was always about that. But now it's just like over the years, it's just like, fuck. Like, damn, I don't like this person. Well, you're a piece of shit. Why? Because I don't like that person? Yeah. Why I gotta be a piece of shit because I don't like that one person? What the fuck do you even know about that person I don't like? It's like, holy fuck. When did we become a country? When did we become an area that was so together at one point to suddenly just hating each other because of a fucking opinion? Like, damn. Like, Molly tells me my opinion her opinion about me all the time. Well, you're too much. Like, it's like, why are you?
The only thing I fucking say to you.
Why are you like this? Like, it's like, you know, but it's in a fun way. You know what I'm saying? We're not, you know what I mean? We both have our opinions. We both talk about stuff and things like that. But it's the respect, and it's just like, that's why I treasure, like, you know what? I treasure you guys because we all have of that same mind. We respect each other's opinions. We might disagree with each other, but we can still have good points. We're not going to say, oh, you're an ist or a foe because you disagree with me. Yeah. Like, we all can be like, yo, you know what? I see your point, but this is my point. And it's not there anymore.
Yeah, I told you on Twitter, the critical drinker, that guy I follow on YouTube, and you've seen his videos, Junior. Like, he put a tweet out yesterday. This woman was going this whole cancel culture, and the drinker just summed up, just said, fuck cancel culture, and she went to this whole spiel about people's opinions and entitlement. And he's like, yeah, tell it to all the people that have lost their jobs recently because they disagree with you. And I made a joke tweet, just said, yeah, it's like, this woman is 100% right. I agree with her. I agree with everything she has to say because I don't want to dare challenge her opinion, because if I do challenge her opinion, you're going to find out where I work and get me fired from my job because I disagree with you. And I've heard celebrities, David Spade said this, comics have said this, actors, anybody has said this in different interviews. It's like, people are getting fired from their job for having a fucking opinion, like not even hurting people, not even saying hate speech, because, you know, it's like we said, I go to work, I'm not for Trump or against Trump, but if I put on a hat saying I love Trump or a hat saying I hate Trump, I get fired from my job. Like, we live in an age, I live in an age where I can't.
Fuck Trump. No, I'm kidding.
But we do live in an era though where it's like, you can't love or hate your president, which side you're on too. Because so that's why I said I'm down to fucking middle. I don't care, because if I love the guy, I'm an asshole. If I hate the guy, I'm an asshole.
See, the thing is, the crazy thing about me is I'm never mad at people for disagreeing with me because I love to argue too much. Like, I need people that disagree with me. It fuels my need to constantly be in conflict.
It also makes things fun too, because like, I know Molly's new to this, but like, me and Al generally, more often than not, I almost like 99.9% of the time agree with Al what he has to say. Me and Al would talk about a situation. He goes, hey, all right, Chris, I agree with you, but from a devil's advocate point, or let me just ask you from a different standpoint. And the best conversations we've had is because he'll talk to me from like the opposite side of it, and everything now is just one-sided. It's there's love and hate. There's no like.
Well, that's how you're supposed to have a conversation.
But it's not easy though, because
not anymore.
The thing is, I could talk to Chris about almost anything, and we could see. I could argue both sides of almost any situation, but you can't do that with everybody, because I remember trying to have a conversation with a dude a couple of days ago, and I was all types of coons, and he called me a coon, he called me an Uncle Tom, we were talking about the defunding the police, right? And I was trying to explain to him from the perspective of why it's not a good idea, right? Now, do I agree with it? Do I not agree with it? That's irrelevant. That's my own personal thing. I don't have to share that with anybody. Yeah. But I have argued with people about why it is a good idea, and then I've also argued with people about why it's a bad idea. Yeah. And I was trying to have the conversation with that guy, but he didn't want any part of it. He just wanted to default to well, you're a coon. You're an Uncle Tom. I was like, bro. I was like, this conversation's over. I'm done. Yeah. I can't even talk to you.
When they start insulting you for your opinion, that's when the conversation ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be able to have your opinion about a situation, like my opinion. My opinion. If you want to protest, that is fine.
Junior. Oh, yeah. Nothing.
No.
Yeah.
That's what he's getting at.
Yep.
Honey. You need a babysitter.
I do.
As you're
you
saying.
can protest, but do not riot against the mom and pop stores who are trying to just earn a living.
Rage against the machine.
But we're getting low on time. But it's a side topic. But I just tell Al about this with the whole, like, just for one example is Kanye West. He has his own business line. He has a business line called Yeezy, and the small businesses out there, for the federal government, were supposed to giving small businesses, companies that were suffering, companies with set amount of employees, helping out. Kanye received for his Yeezy line they won't say the exact amount, but between $2 and $5 million because he needed the money to pay his employees. Kanye West is worth $1.4 billion. Kim Kardashian is worth over $1 billion. Kanye needed the federal government to give him $2 to $5 billion because he couldn't afford to pay his employees.
Take it out of your own fucking pocket,
bro. How dare you say that, though? Because you're probably you're probably a racist if you say that.
Goddamn communist! Yeah, what are you talking
about? It's the same thing with the football players. It's the same thing with anybody who's like an entertainer who has a side business.
Yeah.
You make so much money.
Yeah.
Why do you need the government's help?
And we'll get into this next podcast. I recently heard about different rock stars or rappers or different musicians, country stars. Obviously, because of COVID, a lot of people had to shut down their tours. People got to get paid. Roadies, guys, crews working on this stuff. And just one example was the Eagles. I am not their biggest fan. I know of the Eagles. They're kind of outside my generation. The Eagles are worth, I got to look it up. They're worth, I'm not sure how many billions of dollars. The Eagles had to get a government payout of like $4 or $5 million because to pay off their tour. Because again, you guys are worth like $900 million.
I mean, I understand why they stopped the tour because of the whole COVID thing and the whole social distancing, and I understand it from a fan's perspective. The whole 6 feet bullshit, whatever. But to ask for money from the government when you have money, that's stupid.
And where's that coming out of? Our pockets.
Right, exactly. At some point, we're going to have to pay
all
it back.
All 4 of us are paying for this shit.
We're going to have to pay that back at some point.
What irritated me about that entire situation is when the payout was supposed to go to middle class work, like blue collar workers, middle class citizens or whatever, they had 1,000 reasons why only one stimulus check should go out. But when it came to paying all these billions of dollars to billionaires, they just gave them the money. Like, that shit, to this day, rubs me the wrong way. Like, I'm still irritated about billionaires. I can't. The Republicans did it, but I can't just be mad at the Republicans because there are times where Democrats have done it as well. So it's not, but right now, currently, the Democrats are the one in power. So, I mean, the Republicans are the one in power. So I'll blame them.
The Democrats are the ones that said, hey, give them a certain amount of money for the X amount of time that we're still in this COVID thing. The Republicans are saying no.
GOP specifically.
Yeah. And it just irritates me that the fact, like, we put in, like, the middle class fucking population puts in most of the money into the fucking American treasury. Like, we are the ones, like, most of the money comes from us. Billionaires, the millionaires, the rich people spend every second they can find trying to find a way not to pay taxes, to find loopholes and to just duck out of putting their fair percent in.
$3.2 trillion a year.
Can we talk about the fact that Kanye wants to be president?
Listen to me. We're gonna talk about that, but we have like 5 minutes to kill. We're gonna do a whole hour and a half on that.
Kanye West.
Yeah, we have enough time for that.
From the bottom of my heart.
Because I won't make this too long.
I fucking hate you, Kanye. I hope you hear this one day. I can't stand you piece of shit. I hope you die.
At least I'm not the only one that feels this way.
Oh no, we haven't had time to get to that because, like I said, we just started talking. Hey, we killed 3 hours. But how many? I read on a daily basis how many businesses are not even shutting down right now. They're shutting down permanently. Some businesses are getting zero fucking help from the government.
29% already of small businesses are permanently shut down with no hope of coming back.
And people,
what sucks for the small businesses is not only were they fucking losing revenue due to COVID, but then they also had to deal with being fucking rioted and fucking looted and shit.
Yeah, and then but then we talk about that. And it's like, so people like Kanye, again, 1.4 billion. His wife just hit the billionaire mark. I need $5 million from the government because I can't afford to pay my employees. Whew. That's capitalism for you.
Capitalism at its finest.
Yeah. And like Molly said, all this fucking, all that $5 million, all that money. Hey, I see my check every Friday. Always fucking taxing on my paycheck. So guess where that money's coming from? Yep. So this is
At the end of the year, we all need to yell Jumanji to get out of this bullshit.
I deadass feel like we're living in Jumanji.
It keeps getting worse and worse, though. It's like
When 2021, when the ball drops, we need to yell Jumanji to get out of this bullshit.
Get the fuck out of this game.
I am done with this shit.
I broke down a couple weeks ago how like now inflation's a factor, but we have more billionaires.
I swear to Christ. On New Year's Eve at 12 o'clock, as soon as it strikes fucking the first day of 2021, I'm screaming.
We're going to be right here.
We're all going to be drinking together, and we're going to yell Jumanji.
I'm with
Absolutely.
it.
I am with it.
Yeah, 2020, despite even COVID, we have the world's first trillionaire. We have record-breaking billionaires. And what's even funny about that, I was thinking about this out when we broke down the numbers. Think about this. Imagine if your net worth is like, say, $950 million. Okay? Technically not a billionaire. So when they break down numbers, we have record-breaking billionaires, a trillionaire, and how many people are worth hundreds and hundreds of millions of fucking dollars. And it's how amazing these numbers keep increasing, but look at we have businesses shutting down. Like, I mean, people can't afford to spend. Like, hey, you're worth $967 million. You mind donating like, I don't know, $1 million to a child's charity fund or a kid's camper? I can't afford that shit. I got bills to pay. And like,
that's the crazy shit. I was like, these guys.
Well,
can
not
fix
only
everything.
that, but people have their livelihoods. This is a standard of living that they've had.
Oh,
they need to get the back massages, the facials,
well, I mean,
the strippers, the whatever X, Y, and Z bullshit that the $1,000 gowns that they have to wear to these stupid fucking galas that they go to.
Well, yeah.
They have to drink llama milk that was milked
said
by a
llama milk.
But it was milked by a 13-year-old virgin and carried across the Appalachian Mountains by a fucking hermit, so they could have it specifically for their.
And who doesn't want to have like 35 Mustangs? Come on, I mean, I couldn't live with only 30 Mustangs. I need 35.
Listen, 35 Mustangs is just a half of it. I mean, you still need 17 mansions so you could park these Mustangs at. Like,
It's like
I am happy with my 2011 bullshit car that takes me from point A
and we
to
talked
point
about
B.
this months ago with Al. Al said, the average
As long as
American
I don't break down in the
average
middle,
American person
good.
just
Living
wants
life.
they just want a decent running car, an average fucking home to live in too. Just people just want average fucking means.
That's it,
And
just average
this is
shit.
2020. There's literally people that don't have like we mentioned with the schools and stuff too. Like there's possibility they may talk into schools coming from at home. And I said I'm 100% against this, guys. Call what this is. How many of these kids in these different cities, they can't afford tablets? Oh, well, the school gave them tablets. Okay, fair enough. How many of these fucking kids live in these certain neighborhoods? Their parents ain't got Wi-Fi. And their parents are not feeding them neither. A lot of these kids, their only source of fucking food is going to school.
Lunches. Uh-huh.
So, and this is 2020. So, America has gone so downhill that.
Well, with that being said, in the town that I live in currently, they are doing at 12 o'clock or something like that. Parents or whoever is watching them need to go to the school to pick up lunches for these kids, or the superintendent will go and drive to these kids' houses and drop off meals.
Yeah.
they're actually doing that.
Yeah.
At least
in the town
like
that
you said,
I live
the
in.
problem is some
good.
places though. It's like it's usually it's not everybody.
Unfortunately, there are certain school districts that cannot afford or have the means to do so. But
Well, to conclude,
Junior, let's wrap this up.
To conclude,
It's been fun.
I like to thank my best friend / now my friends have ordained her as the female unicorn of this generation / my future wife / future.
I still think that she's a hologram. I don't believe she's actually here.
Hologram of Noah, she's officially part of the coven. So
Yep, she's
now if she's
officially.
got beef. Everybody's got beef all the way around.
Yep,
Let's be honest, you're just gonna go home and fucking plug her in.
gotta charge her real quick. So you know what? Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And we are definitely would welcome you to come
Anytime,
back more. My
honestly.
friends obviously love you.
Yeah, anytime.
My friends obviously love you,
I am going to stand firm in the belief that you are a figment of my imagination until your second appearance here.
Yeah, I want my sister.
oh, trust me, there will be a second
I
appearance.
want my sister and my cousin to like actually confirm you exist. Like
or that what I have to say is true.
I'm pissed at my sister. She goes, can I do a Facebook Live message? I'm like, get your fucking ass over here. Like, fuck Facebook Live. She's drunk, that's why.
But yeah, but to wrap up what I want to say after, Again, when you go into these businesses, guys, please be respectful of the fact that we are at less than 40% of our regular staff.
Yep.
Please listen to simple instructions. Make life easier for yourself and for us. We can get you the product that you want. We can answer the questions that you want. Just follow the guidelines.
And fucking wear a mask. It's not that hard.
It's
Oh
not.
boy, that's an hour podcast in itself.
So
One more person approaches me asking questions and you're not wearing a mask, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. So hard.
So, be careful, guys. Stay safe, and just ride out the storm and follow the guidelines for just a little while longer.
It's not our fault that there's no product. I'm sorry that there's a shortage of paper towels and toilet paper. Get over it. Find it somewhere else. It's not my fucking fault.
All right, I'm all set.
Try working for a bus company. Fuck. How dare be 5 minutes late? Are you paying for it? No. Go fuck yourself.
Well, you know my spiel, people. Help out your community, protect your neighbors, protect your neighborhood, help the people that help you.
Yeah.
Donate to your local fire stations, your schools, your libraries, your hospitals, and your local police force. And I know there's a lot going on right now, but keep in mind, people, not all cops are assholes.
Nope.
Some of them are really good people.
Make good choices.
And how dare Al say that?
I stand firmly on that, man.
I see it.
I know there are asshole cops because I've dealt with them before.
Yeah.
I've been pulled over by fucking dirt merchant police cops before. But
There
I also
are good
know
people and there are bad people. Just
Exactly.
make good choices.
I also know personally some very good cops.
Yeah. There's good people of all uniforms,
Dirty
but
bird.
yeah, I've said it before. Before I end this, like, goddamn, I wish more women's in 2020 have Molly's work ethic because that is fucking rare. Holy shit.
You're wishing that more women had the work ethic of a unicorn?
Yeah.
Molly doesn't exist right now. She has to show
Yeah.
up here a second time to confirm her existence.
Me and Al can either confirm or deny she exists.
Hey,
I
so guys,
exist.
So
There are people like me who exist, I
Oh, boy.
promise.
I need to make a new Facebook page then. But, yeah, guys. So hopefully next time the rest of the assholes will be here because they're out, like, with their busy schedules of unemployment. So
So how do I find myself a Molly? Do I have to get on Facebook and start doing fucking 500-word essays and shit? Like, what's going on?
No dick pics.
I was gonna put down. Listen, I will
do not
not do
wanna
the
see
fucking
that.
laundry. I swear, I will not cook food. I will make you cook for me. Like, wait, what? So, but as always, guys, hey, it's for the 5 people listening. Thank you. And I've always said, guys, that the 4 of us here, and she's one of them. That like nobody here wants anyone's money, nor do we need your money. And go out and earn your shit. I don't accept handouts and donations. I prefer earning a paycheck. And to what Big Al says every single time is that, if you're going to spend some cash, do it on somebody who's important. Doctor, nurse, firefighter, a military vet who got his fucking legs blown off. Not, people on the internet who've never worked a day in their life.
To the children who absolutely need it.
Oh, no. I mean, but that's not important because, there's people on Twitch that are making $30,000 a month, but yet they can't get $5 to a hungry, starving child. So, because I deserve money to play. Later on, me and Junior will play some Call of Duty, and we should make like $1,000 tonight. Because we earned it.
Send your money to charity, the animals who need it, the people who need it.
Those delicious animals.
Violation.
All right, cool. 3 hours. We good?
all right, all set.